Look, this is the easiest consent banner I ever set up on a website. We're talking under 10 minutes, no code, and it's free for small businesses. It's called...
Hello, you are welcome to this class. This matter never finish. This matter will be say the bishops of Catholic go meet Tinubu for Aso Rock. Tell her the truth. Wait till they go on for street. Say, Baba, people are hungry. Insecurity. Look at the economy. They say those things where they talk, he was not happy. Cardinal Onaiyekan come out, grant an interview, call, relay wetin happen for the meeting. Since that day, they never allowed the man arrest. They don't give her names, For this class, we won't continue from where we stopped. As you can see, they don't put Obi for head. They say now Obi they support. They don't even say na Igbo man na Ibi. See the way where tribalism just scatter Nigeria. They say na Igbo man, that's why they support Obi. Whereas na Yoruba man, they can't even bring Adeboye matter on the matter. Like this guy, he said something. This guy said Bishop John Cardinal Onaiyekan is about to receive PA Adebanjo treatment. He will have an Igbo mom before 6 p.m. today. Before you know it, like this person, he said, for every time you attack Adeboye or any Yoruba leader, it is your Onaiyekan and other Catholic leaders that will collect. We now know your password. Meaning, as per tribe, Yoruba, Igbo. Whereas both of them are Yoruba. They are surprised that most people that are defending him are non-Tinubu supporters.
Sorry, guys, this is the one I wanted to play. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome to this class.
Do like as you come in.
Don't cameraman. Where you
jump right into it.
AIT. Mokuna Komo. Topic deal. And the topic of Archbishop versus my principal Tinubu. What you see? If we can ever come up from the corridor of power, leave corridor of power, you go end up becoming a political analyst. Or a content creator because he like camera where few days ago at the say we can he go so call camera concerning this trading matter. Look at all other ministers. Wike must talk put. At the end of the day, Wike will become a content creator. In case you go watch this video, anytime you're ready, let me know. Make a give you some tips. Anyway, Wike look at this bishop for they admonish them, they correct them, they tell them something. Now it bring us on this class. Go say, when you go come out from this topic, we go only come out when they come out. Once they come out now, we go come out. Okay? We'll start. For this class, we go look at what we can talk concerning the bishops. We'll see we can what he said, don't also talk concerning the INEC themselves. When they complain, say, why are they complaining? What are the evidences? We are going to look at his words also. Okay? As you can see, this is channels. What are your facts? Is questioning the bishops, the archbishops. Wicked questions Catholic bishops' remark on INEC neutrality. INEC, they get their own people, they talk for them. For me, indirectly, Wike and Tinubu have asked them to relax. We will defend them because this work where we can do so now INEC or do it by themselves. The response where Tinubu respond to bishops now INEC themselves for respond because they thought say they are independent. They are not depending on Tinubu. They should also depend on Wike. So they are not defending INEC as per neutrality. They are defending. I don't understand. See what we can talk. How did the Catholic bishops, this is coming from channels, come to the conclusion that INEC is biased? What are your facts? Is questioning them. What happened for you to prove? Now, if you are taking that kind of position, it is delicate because that association is a strong association. The minister said during the chat, okay? Now, when you come to the public to make that kind of accusation that the electoral umpire is biased, you must have your
Madam,
facts.
look, welcome.
This is why we say
everybody,
they are
welcome,
biased.
welcome.
Look at this,
Michael,
look at that. This should
welcome.
be from
Thank
INEC
you.
themselves.
Thank you so much, Madam.
But
Luke,
if you just come to the general public and say INEC is biased, defender of INEC, you are sending a signal to the public because people will say for all Catholic bishops to say INEC is biased, then something is wrong. We must be very careful about it. They admonish bishop That's archbishops. And that is why President Tinubu say, no, you can't say they are biased. That's why President Tinubu also defended INEC. INEC that's supposed to be independent. Tinubu had to defend it. Calm down. Listen briefly.
But the president defended INEC.
Which I'm correct, which is not correct. Now, when you say, how did he defend INEC? You came here, okay, what is the fact? What is the fact to say INEC had the Catholic,
Abemona help me. Is Wike the INEC chairman? Abemona help me. Abemona let me know. Maybe I never understand what they happen. Is Wike the INEC chairman? Why is he speaking on behalf of INEC? Mona help me ask Wike.
come to the conclusion
Why they
that
pay now?
INEC is biased? What are your facts? What happened for you to prove? Now, if you have taken that kind of position, it's delicate. It's delicate because no one. That association is a strong association.
It's zero for Nigeria.
It was very, very careful.
Like
Now, when you come to the public and make that kind of accusation
like that
the electoral umpire is biased, you must have their facts. This is why we say they are biased. Look at this. Look at this. But if you don't come to the general, INEC is biased. You are sending a signal to the public. Because people say, for the whole Catholic bishops to say INEC is biased.
You don't hear us so. Now, look at Wike. As you can see here, 10 years ago, meaning 2016, this day, Wike INEC plotted to release results of cancelled elections to favor APC. Okay? March 28, 2016, Charles Wike claims INEC collaborated with APC to employ ad hoc staff. August 28, 2017, Wike APC has turned police INEC into ringing machine. The Whistler. February 9th, 2018. Daily Post. Wike accuses APC Buhari of plotting to use INEC to ring elections. I'm not going to talk. Punch. January 10th, 2019. INEC can't be trusted. INEC cannot be trusted on credible posts. INEC cannot be trusted on credible posts. Wike versus INEC. The timeline. 2016 years ago, why it was in PDP. 2017, PDP, why it was in PDP. 2018, why it was in PDP. 2019, why it was in PDP. Immediately he switched to support Tinubu. 2023.
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari, the Chief Executive Officer of Phoenix Energy. I look forward to you joining us at our next investment.
INEC no get problem again. Others cannot complain again. Now see the gaslighting and hypocrisy.
Serious gaslighting.
Wike versus other Nigerians. Let's talk. Also, I believe Wike was not lying. Abi, if you could complain then, who says other Nigerians, including the archbishops, cannot raise observation? Who said Nigerians cannot complain? If you, a Nigerian, can complain, is Wike more Nigerian than other citizens? I don't understand. Since it was acceptable when you were on the other side, why question others now? When no one question you then? Nobody questioned you, say, why are you accusing INEC? Even the bishops, they just say, this is observation. We are relay people's concerns. The videos they everywhere. How people they complain, they say, INEC registration, they difficult. Go online. All the videos from many, all over Nigeria, people they complain, says, Bishop can't tell the man where he appoint and map on. If you are looking for evidence, enter online and you will see people. So you will complain. Nigerians cannot complain because you are more Nigerian than other Nigerians. Okay, so Mo will revisit this matter. Okay, Mo will revisit that. The Archbishop's exact statement on INEC, so that now we'll see what they talk. They said, furthermore, there have been growing concerns. About the electoral processes. We note the efforts being made to ensure that the elections are free, fair.
Not be me, oh. I don't know if they happen. What's going on? The heat, not be here, oh. So I won't be surprised if it's interrupting the let me take it back.
Statement on INEC, so that now we'll see what they talk. They said, furthermore, there have been growing concerns there have been growing concerns about the electoral
The way Don
process.
answer,
We note the efforts being made to ensure that the elections are free,
who will be fun
fair,
to have him
and
as a
credible. Even
lecturer,
they
professor.
say we note the effort. President, we can see the effort. Okay, because sadly there is an increasing feeling. If you are looking for this feeling, enter online, enter TikTok, go and see videos of Nigerians, not Afghanistans, not Zimbabweans, not South Africans, Nigerians, of this enchantment with the clear manipulation of the electoral processes and the collective feeling that people's votes do not count. Even the election when they do for Abuja early this year, we saw videos how people were crying. Go internet, go check them. Lower vote turnout. Abuja to no cry about this one. They don't cry. Are a mark of distrust.
Okay,
in
they
electoral
welcome.
processes. For Ekiti election, we not see vote buying and
In
many
fact,
things.
blessing
Okay, they don't be talk about it. They don't be Nigerians. Let's continue. It is our hope that you will be on the forefront. They are not accusing anybody. In demanding, they are only asking to demand. They are not accusing you. In demanding, demand, Mr. President, that the Independent National Electoral Commission, where we say you too, you are also running. DC, if you don't get hand put, it will affect you. Demand, okay? INEC delivers credible elections to ensure that Nigeria is set on the path of national development and integrity. If my hands they clean and they run for election, person raise this concern, I go say, what? Are you sure? Unless I get something to do with it. Now they angry. Why are they angry about this? Nobody accuses you of INEC. You are not INEC. We only tell you because you are the one in charge of the country. Be at the forefront to demand. Tell them, just demand. This ought to start with making voters cards easily available. Even the registration, people don't complain. Say if you go one center and only one computer there, generator, like what about rat test video?
Again, is the heat oh, I know this. We don't understand what's going on here. Yeah. Take it back a little bit.
The country, be at the forefront to demand. Tell them, just demand. This ought to start with making voters cards easily available. Even the registration, people don't complain. Say if you go one center and only one computer there, generator, like what about rat test videos? To all eligible voters and end with election results that reflect the true choice of Nigerians. I want to ask, who doesn't want this? People don't want this. As don't say this one day, the bishop, they are just raising first alarm. You go say not true, we go make sure say they deliver a credible election because I don't go like make INEC do something where go affect me. So are you confident about the alarm when you never investigate the alarm? Because we're just in a meeting. For time they say, I go investigate. Oh, thank you for telling me. No, unless they work with them. Or you're not working with them. Unless you are part of INEC staff. Now you go say, no. Indirectly, don't position yourself as a defender as if you are working with INEC. Okay? Adequate and timely funding of INEC is required. I want to ask now, go internet now, go and check if Amaputo no complaint of money. So if you say funding for INEC, who is in charge of that? Not you. To ensure that the agency inspires the confidence of citizens. This one, you know what happen? You know the wrong. You know what made that inspire the confidence of the citizens? No. No one. So why you go angry about this? You be INEC. Anything short of transparent, free, fair, and credible elections in 2027 will be invitation to avoidable disaster against which all well-meaning Nigerians have been praying. See so? If you go say, no, they can't try it. They can't try because you don't know whether this biasness go there against you. You don't know where it's coming from. Who is going to affect? Unless you are aware. Unless I don't know. What is giving the confidence? Are you working with them? Are they giving you situation reports? Are you getting any reports, just like security reports from INEC? After all, they are independent. They're not supposed to report to you. So if they are not reporting to you, why are you so confident? When a body like the archbishops say, we want a left sign of the citizens, you say, is it true? No, you just, no. Who not take now? Even a lock up this matter, we all that the conduct of the political class, including you, Atiku, Obi, all of our governors, all of them, to be in tune with the voices we lift to God in prayer. If you go mosque, go pray. The other person, enter church, go pray. The voices, all until they pray. You're gonna let them be in tune with that conduct. How that will pay you if you are clean? Think now, I don't understand though. Now, let's discuss. Only someone with a guilty conscience will find these words offensive. Abi? Because they don't accuse you. They only say, be at the forefront in demanding. Because we believe say you don't know what they go for there. It's independent. You come there as one position, say, you know what they go for there, say, they are not biased. Who told you? You go say, I go investigate, I go get back to you. Abi? I go call conference of all political parties. Invite INEC. Look at allegations against you. What happen? No, just they depend. Oh, now compare those statements where Bishop relay to the president with weak case, blatant accusations against INEC. Where did the Bishop talk so? Just for sign, be at the forefront. They don't accuse INEC. Look at what we are saying. We are relaying the heart of the people we represent with INEC is corrupt. APC and INEC, rigging machine. You were accusing INEC gone. I don't understand. This is the shape. I don't understand. This country, a responsible leader will simply say INEC is independent. I will ensure there is no interference, or we investigate your concern. End of story. Because you are not working INEC. You can't indict yourself. But no, you immediately assume the role of INEC's spokesperson. I began defending the commission in an election in which you are also an interested party. A responsible leader should have said, are you sure about this? No problem. We will investigate it. I cannot sit back and allow INEC to be biased or permit anyone to rig me out. Because you don't know whether they want to rig you out. Unless you know anything about this bias. People see what Tinubu tell the bishop. His reply, so that you understand everything. He does say, I asked for this job. After they don't talk about that one, see what they talk. I am in it. Those who will take it from me will try. They will try. They will try. All is fair in politics. So they will try. But may they remember, say, all is fair in politics. Now, the bishop will say, all is not fair in politics. Ringing is not fair. Balance match is not fair. Because the word all encompasses everything. Beating opposition is not fair. Try to make the country a war party system. It's not fair. All cannot be fair. You can't say this. And it's equal opportunity. Tinubu said, let's continue. INEC you mentioned is neutral. Okay. They have never intimidated anybody. If political opponents are cry wolves, the bishop not saying now political opponents, they cry wolves. In short, all the rackers where they cry that time say, we don't feel register. So many videos. I didn't say, they support any party. So are there opposition? Who does say people will vote for you, they know they are among, or people will not feel registered at that time when they complain about INEC? Unless you not really wish for the vote of the masses to count, the votes of the electorate. Maybe they are afraid of their own shadows. You quickly take defensive position as if you are being accused. Only one demand, be at the forefront. The voice of nothing they pray for church and mosque. Look, let her reflect in her conscience, in her tune, in her actions during the election period. Maybe they are afraid of their own shadows and the uncertainty in the companies they keep. Not me. See, not me. If they say they were accusing him, whereas they not accuse her. I am ready, but I won't give them a red carpet. He turned everything as if now they accuse you. I would offer them the leash to tie me and rope me. Can you imagine? So if you be at the forefront of demanding a free and fair election from INEC, it means say you are giving them a rope to tie you. Know what I mean? Huh? No, we restore each other to the finishing point. Which type of leader will talk like this? Now, now this will be the argument. Someone will go back to the topic said, but we understand where this matter they come from. Let's continue the discussion. We don't finish with the talk. Because if INEC is truly unbiased and you are not afraid of who that alleged bias may favor, you should also be concerned. And thank the Archbishop for raising the alarm. A biased INEC is dangerous to everyone contesting the election, unless the bias excludes you. The fact that you quickly became defensive as though you were working with INEC says a lot about the very biased people are complaining about. So, anyway, a lot of Northerners appreciate what the bishop go do. Like this person, let's read what the poster drop here. Our people are being unalived. We have never said anything. Even with the insecurity in the northern Nigeria. Look, the Catholic bishops visited the president and told him the truth. But here, the Sultan says we should vote Tinubu. Dear Sultan, fear God. That's what the poster dropped. See, now this guy they talk so.
Sarkin musulmai ko kuma sarkin ganin wata ya ce Tinubu yayi abin da wani shugaba bai taba yi ba. Don haka ya kamata al'umma su sake zaben sa. To al'umma ku tura mun wannan sakon ta kai masa har cikin fadan sa. Tambayoyi nake da shi a gare ka akan makallahu sarkin ganin wata. Mu musulmai ba ma da wani sarki. Idan kai sarkin mu ne, me yasa ana yi wa mata fyaɗe ba mu taba ji kayi magana ba? Me yasa ana kashe al'umma ba mu taba ji kayi magana ba? Me yasa ana cin zarafin mata ba mu taba ji kayi magana ba? Me yasa ana zuwa a buɗe wuta kan ƙananan yara, mata, tsofi, a je cikin kasuwa a buɗe wuta ba mu taba ji kayi magana ba? Tambayan da muke yi shine wannan ta'addancin da ake yi shine abinda gwamnatin Najeriya ta yi abinda Tinubu yayi wanda ba taba yi ba, ko kuma kana nufin cewa jin daɗi talakawa suke yi da kwanciyar hankali? Al'umma a lokacin da sarkin musulmai ko kuma sarkin ganin wata ke yin wannan maganar, ga bishop nan ku kalle su, kiristoci manya masana addinin Christianity a kudu sun haɗu sun ƙalubalanci mulkin shugaba Tinubu, sun ce ba su yadda ba kuma su ba su ga ci gaban da ake samu ba. Ƙungiyar Yarbawa fa ta yi kira ga al'umma a yunkura a kawar da mulkin Tinubu saboda wahalan da ake ciki. Amma abin mamaki sai ga sarkin ganin wata ya fito ya ce ya kamata a sake zabansa saboda yayi abin da ba taɓa yi ba. Yayi abin da ba taɓa yi ba mana, saboda aminci 5 din farko da ya karɓa mulki a Najeriya ya jefa mutane a cikin masifan da har yau muna ciki. Wallahi sarki, ko ma sarkin me ka ji tsoron Allah, ka san da ka mutu ka tsaya a gaban Allah. Duk kisan da ake yi ba mu taba jin muryanka ba, amma kana nufin a sake zabansa, duk yanda aka ce akwai barna kuna wajen, kuma kuna fakewa da sunan addini. Wallahi Allah ya isa tsakaninmu da kai. Wannan abin da kake cin zarafin addini ne. An ce mulkin nan muslim tickets ne, kuma ka fito ka ce an yi abin da ba a taba yi ba, ya kamata a sake zaben su a mazaunin ka da sarkin musulmai. Kaga kana gaya ma waɗanda ba musulmai ba, waɗanda ake cin zarafin su, cewa musulunci ne ya koyar da wannan abin da ake yi. Wallahi zaka mutu ka tsaya a gaban Allah. Al'umma barin sa muku kalaman sarki na ganin wata ku ji.
Domin ko kuna kuma ku zo kada ya abin da ba ta yi ba, ko dole ko da maka mu kara gode masa, mu kara ba shi goyon baya ya ci da hakan da yake na alheri a kasan nan.
Get your free copy of my new best-selling book, Commercial Real Estate Investing for Beginners.
Okay. Another one. This one. Any northern supporting Tinubu administration has no difference with. Okay. Look at how Southerners go to the president. Look him in the eye. I told him they are not happy. Imagine how many deaths in the north, but northern leaders are nowhere to be found. They say now this man they talk for years. So. Mamaki wallahi dan arewacin Najeriya ya dauki hannu nai yana da hankali lahiyayye wai ya jefa mutum ne kokariya. To wallahi akwai dai ban mamaki don ni abinda nake kokarin in bambanta wai za a iya bambance kwakwalwar wanga ta dabba. Don dai in zato na kai yanzu yaqini ya bayyana ko bai bayyana ba. Yaqini ya nuna daga aka kare ko bai nuna ba. Wai don Allah ba kasa guda muke ba. Nissa ba a yi ma mutanen kudu abinda aka wa mutanen arewa. Yanzu ku diba shugabannin kiristoci sun ka zo shekaran jiya sun kai zama da shugaban kasa sun ka kalli kwaye idanu ne sun ka ce wasu gamsu da mulki ne ba. Abin da ka gudana ba su gamsu ba yadda ake kashe mutane tsakaninku da Allah su ake kashe ko mu. To yan tsirarun da aka kashe musu sun ka kalli kwaye idanu ne sun ka ce ba su yadda ba. Ina sanatocin ku? Ai kun yi su rashin umfani. Duk wanda an ka aika ma 100 ko 100 ba da son addini irin wani saboda sun dauki mutane kamar dabbobi. Abin da ya kamata a yi shi na in mutum ya fi karin kumallo girma ku kasai. Yan majalisa ko na tarayya, yan majalisa ko na jihohi da gwamnoni ba wai shugaban kasa dai adalci ba. Ana kai ma gwamnoni allocation ko ba a kai musu. Suna aiki da su. Sai dai a dan zo a sa muku waya da titi ai yanzu don Allah tsakaninku da Allah aikin hankali na akwai yan gudun hijira sama da 50,000 sabon birni, akwai su Isa, akwai su Raba, akwai su Gasunan, amma wai abin da ka gudana sai a dawo ana wa titi hanci ka ji mutane da wada wallahi sakwata sai an zo kallo babu mutane an kashe mutane. Shi yasa ni yanzu in wani ya komo ce nan bagobiri na shi shure shi zai bagobiri ina yanzu akwai wani bagobiri hanya da za ta hada mutanen Isa da mutanen sabon birni da sakkwato an kasa yi musu. Wallahi in kun ka da hanyar shiga an hana musu tsaro, an hana musu titi, an hana musu komi, kuma suna nan suna nan da ita. Kai fa ana iya wa gwamna wa'azi, ya kawo gwamna wa'azi. Ba aya aka jama gwamna ba hadisi aka jama gwamna ba. Kawai faɗa mai dai aka yi ranka da ba da kai sha biyu sai ka ji gaba ya ce ras. Ni kun ba da ko kai ranka da magana ko kawai ba a tare da kai. Sannan wallahi North and South da ka gani kana ganin kamar wai ana faɗa Allah shi taimake ka. Wannan abin da kaga suna yi ma wallahi in kana da inda muna huce yanke tushe ka tafi Sokoto North and South. In ka ga mutum 1000 bayan ka wallahi ka dauka babu mutum 10. Razzabe wallahi cikin gida su a kwancin su suna buga waya cewa ni aka cike waɗannan manyan banza manyan riga kawai an da ƙuri'a. Talakawa an da ƙuri'a wallahi inda gwamna na lisahi bai dawo gwamnan haushi kwanci ne a kama wa wai tituna hentuna ana wa abin nan an ka zo an ka dawo masallaci yanzu sai a ce kana suka sai ya ce maki addini ya sace saboda biliyan ɗari.
Oh, Madam Luke.
Akwai wata magana.
That's the prayer we need. We need that.
Anyway, let's continue. The Catholic Laity Council of Nigeria, they don't drop press statement. As you can see, who are they? The Catholic Laity Council of Nigeria is a national umbrella body representing lay Catholics in Nigeria. That is, ordinary Catholic members who are not bishops, priests, or members of religious orders. They are strong as a nationwide religious and civic organization, but they are not a separate authority above the Catholic bishops. Okay? Now they draw this. We will read part of it. Hello? We can come out. We could read with the talk. Say so. August 2nd. On the alleged breach of trust by His Eminence Cardinal Onaiyekan. They thought that the National Executive Council of the Catholic Laity Council of Nigeria, CSCN, representing over 38 million Catholic laity in Nigeria, has taken note of the presidency's reaction to the interview granted by His Eminence Cardinal Onaiyekan regarding the recent private meeting between His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Catholic Bishops Conference of Nigeria, CBCN. We wish to state as follows. 1. Prophetic role of the church. The Catholic Church in Nigeria, by virtue of the gospel and Catholic social teaching, has a God-given duty to speak truth to power, to defend the vulnerable, and to hold leadership accountable with truth and charity. This is not abuse of privilege, but the fulfillment of pastoral responsibility. The bishops, priests, and laity are called to be salt of the earth and light of the world. Matthew 5:13-14, even in the corridors of power, on privacy and public interest. While the sanctity of private engagement, matters that touch on the life, welfare, and future of over 200 million Nigerians cannot remain forever in closed doors. When I'm not even put away said, when they had that meeting, nobody know. Now their NTA video round. Now even presidency first show us the video. Software be private. Now for no on camera. Now bring cameras. Nobody they even carry a public before they invite the cardinal. Now not even drop this one where said, when national issues of economy, security, and justice are discussed, the people have a right to know the direction of leadership. Cardinal Onaiyekan did not reveal secrets. He shared the moral conscience of the church and the response of government, which is in the public interest. Number 3, no malice, only concern. We know Cardinal Onaiyekan to be a man of peace, dialogue, and integrity. His intervention was not to embarrass government, but to call the nation to conscience. A disagreement over facts, as the presidency rightly noted, should not be read as arrogance. Neither should a pastoral reflection be read as a breach of trust. Number 4, church as state partners in nation building. CSCN believes that government and church must continue to work together for the common good. We urge both the president and the church to sustain the channels of dialogue. Nigeria needs moral voices now more than ever. Conclusion. We stand in solidarity with His Eminence, Cardinal John Onaiyekan and the CBCN. We call on all Nigerians to pray for our leaders and to support policies that bring relief to all the poor, security to our communities, and justice for all. May God bless Nigeria. May God bless the Catholic Church in Nigeria. People where they represent now voters, now 38 million. If you say we don't offend our eminence, we won't vote for you again, okay? Make it enter your head. Unless you know, depend on votes, they call sign up. Get the point now. Another one not come from Wike self before we come up for this class. See what Wike they talk.
What was going to happen in the 2027 election? And I've seen it, and I've said it. It's real life. I mean, to come out to say election have been rigged. Let people not vote. I am telling you, let nobody make a mistake. If anybody is counting rivers, go now and cancel it. The only person that can count rivers is Aswadi Bola Ahmed. I'm not talking because I'm talking as a political realist. I'm talking because my people know. You see, the point is, what is to ask? But once you build confidence in people, but once people trust you, people know that anything you tell them is likely to happen. And you don't go to government without carrying people along. Nobody can say to you as a minister of FCT, even as a minister of FCT, that Rivers people don't feel the impact. No, certainly not. Yes, so
easy for 27 made them forget to for Rivers. Now only Tinubu will can't vote in a democracy. 9 Nigerians for the reactor. Go to the comment section. This is the reason why people say election results have been written. If now only Tinubu can't vote, so that means INEC go allow only Tinubu to can't vote for Rivers. Is it not about the bias to the top? Oh, no wonder the defense. How will a federal minister in Nigeria say this on camera? This is a threat and it's not acceptable. This one said, so you mean Rivers people have no right to vote any other candidate of their choice? Has the results been written already? In the same media chat, when you say I know they bias, you say now only Tinubu. That means I will only allow Tinubu to come vote. That is the meaning. He has no right to this. And it is an indictment on the APC at Tinubu. Wike is trying to stir up trouble for BAT. Imagine such statement in a democratic country. I still walk freely. Nigeria is a joke. So Rivers is now Wike personal property. This was in a democratic country. A lawyer is uttering such statement and everywhere is calm. Imagine an opposition leader, say like Atikuna, or a supporter of Atiku say Adamawa, or Kwaso say Kanu. Now only NDC go can't vote. Or people like me say, for my state like this, now only Obigo can't vote. No be DSA go arrest person. That's what they do. Now they plan bad things. Just like the former Attorney General of the Federation, Malami, what do you do people now? The one we call Itana. No be see so no they abuse power. Imagine an opposition leader make such statement and everywhere DSS will report on them with charges of treason and threat to national security. A quick one.
See this? This is a 400-ounce bar of solid gold. Back in the 20s, this could buy you a decent house. And so could this much cash. This is $8,268.
So they say this guy on Mojua, where they praise Cardinal Onaiyekan that time say, the voice of the bishop is final. He's a defender of the defenseless. He's the one that is talking for the people. That was during Goodluck Jonathan. But when he called ETA bad matter where they support, he called the attack the bishop. When they come go dig out this thing where he talked that time during Jonathan, they say the guy don't come up from the topic. Once Omoye is caught, he go start to talk about football. What they can't say, look at the progress. They say, they talk about football matter, they talk now. Another one, very funny. This one said, who in Aso Rock? 8 primates, Ayodele renewal suspicion. Remember this video, Abi?
So when you tell him, Oga, this is not the right thing, he will hate you. All good advisors, bad people will send you away. This is what I expected all these Baba of fakes. I don't want to mention their names. Not that their names is not sounding right before God. I give it to Bishop. It's Archbishop Onaiyekan of what he have said to the president. Leave him on. If you like, let him take it. If you like, don't let him take it. There's anger and hunger in the land. By the election, you see people how they will show their grievances. Rice, our money will not stop it. We are telling you the right thing now, to do the right thing. All these, I will call them surrogate aids. Right? They will push you to fire. Pam. When fire burns you, you will be the only one to cry. Tinubu, if you lose this election, it will pain you seriously.
You know, normally this man always support Tinubu. All of a sudden, he can't go drop his bomb. So this one say, if like somebody don't chop, he renewal suspicion. They will chop up. Go enter the comment section and you go laugh. Nigerians are funny. Wait till that team drop off the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.
All right, let's move on really quickly. We have other. All right. Where are you? Okay.
Beginning, when the keynote speaker has spoken, wisdom only demands one thing, that I conclude. And this is how I conclude. I conclude by congratulating the government of Delta. I congratulate the government of Delta by recognizing that they have strengths. But I'm urging you going forward, ask yourself, how are you using your young population who are graduating from the universities? What skills are they receiving? I'm asking, how are you using your academics from the universities? What is the budget that you have set apart for research and development so that your academics are not only individuals who preside over graduation ceremonies, but they are producing thoughts and they are engaged in research, which is informing agriculture, which is informing energy, which is informing all the critical areas. And as my good friend Tony Elumelu said, you can talk development all you want, but if you don't have energy, you are going nowhere. You are going nowhere because how are you going to compete with the Chinese? Let me give you an example, then I sit down. Nigeria generates no more than 5,000 megawatts of electricity. You lose a bit of it in distribution. China generates 3 million megawatts of electricity, which means that the seats we are sitting on, even if you wanted to produce them here in the Delta, people would still buy them from China because they are cheaper. I'm therefore suggesting that energy should be one of the critical areas in which you focus. And we now know that gas can be used in that area. We now know that diesel can be used in that area. And this is a good journey. And as one of your fellow Nigerians once said, and this is not gender insensitive, that a chick that will grow into a cock is seen on the day that it hatches. Even a hen that will grow into a chick that will grow into a hen is seen on the day it hatches. Delta looks good. Right? Make it good. Allow it to remain good. Think beyond yourself in the knowledge that you are not successful until your successor succeeds. God bless.
See, as your vice president, and is this not Sheriff? See as they look like Olodo uprising, original. And then see, gathering of Olodo uprising. This is what Daily Farotimi responded to someone. They attacked. The person said, what did Bishop say that is actually making them cry? I have listened to the bishop several times. He never insulted the so-called emperor. Why the tears? Is Nigeria a person's company? I think Tinubu is the one causing disunity in the country. I think. Maybe this one was a wake up. Anyway, the referring to me responded and said they are attacking him as a distraction from the critical issues raised by the bishops. While busy defending the bishop, we have ignored the failures of this incompetent president, the endemic corruption, the compromised electoral system, the putrid judiciary, and a ruined economy. That's true though. But we can walk and chew gum at the same time. Let's keep going.
Most competent, most credible.
Who are you voting for come 2027?
The truth is that Nigeria needs the most competent, most credible, most honest, the only man who has been proven no hidden agenda, no certificate forgery, a man who has done so well that people talk about him after almost 12, 15 years out of government. Nothing, I mean absolutely nothing to get hold of him and say this man is not worthy. The man that will liberate us. We have suffered enough and we have endured enough. I don't need to beat around the bush. You know who I'm talking about. He is no other person than His Excellency Peter Obi.
Oh my God! Is it the one you've been talking about?
Yes.
Do you not think that the person who is already in power has done a very good job?
I believe in honesty and credibility and track record. To be honest with you, Nigeria is a complex nation. He has done his best. The rate at which we are now, we need an autopilot person to pilot us, to liberate us from the shackles and the bondages of poverty, terrorism that is ravaging our land, insecurity, and unemployment. I don't have any option. I will tell you that P2B is my president.
Long past so much so that even the World Bank is now cautioning us. You know, they probably won't give us anything more. So we're going through different routes to get funding from, I won't call them spurious, but from other sources. We're long past that. And because our revenue collection system is poor, right? We do the basic thing, we tax you on profit. If you're going to tax me on profit, I'm going to whittle down my profit so that I let go of as minimally as much as I can. The other ways of generating revenue could be through transactional taxes and all that, which will quadruple what we're currently getting. But you see, we need to also prioritize. There's certain things that we do, certain expenditure that just doesn't make sense. I'll bring this up. Take the Lagos Calabar.
That's the highway.
The highway.
Right.
I know the country cannot afford it. You cannot build a road on the coast from Lagos to Calabar. I mean, you can't even go through Bayelsa. Bayelsa is, even Yenagoa, the capital, is swamp, right? You'll probably have to build about 100 or 200 bridges to go through those swamps. But there's already a road to Calabar. I've driven from Lagos to Calabar several times. If the road is poor, fix it. I don't think that road is going to go beyond Ekpe, right? And I think the road serves other purposes because I drove once on the road and all I saw on the right front.
No, you don't know Donald Duke. This is Donald Duke.
So
not useless.
there's some expenditure we make that does not reflect the realities of our circumstances.
Was the first person
so you've
that
got
almost
to
got me
prioritize, focus on what is required. The amount going to be spent on that work, we better spend providing electricity. We better spend upgrading your healthcare system. Last year, I think the capital budget that was released for health.
I think an art theater that he created.
This came from the minister himself. That's
yeah.
pathetic for a country of 230 million people. Not to talk of the schooling system that is hardly funded. So you prioritize, focus on your priorities.
Exactly.
Recalibrate your revenue system.
The guts to
look at the horrendous cost
Everybody ought to fall out.
Gas. I said I was going to talk to you about energy. Everything is energy. Charles, your energy. If your spirit departs from your body,
the energy is gone.
Gone, right? So everything nature's provided is drawn from energy. The sun is energy. The humankind started making progress, right, when they discovered how fire, which is also energy.
I really want.
We are blessed with all the known
at
forms
that
of
time,
energy, from the
no
crudest, which
credible
is
person more than
human.
him. Such
And
a
that's what
shame.
slavery was all about, energy. They needed the energy of the human to do their work. So we have all the known forms of energy, from hydro to solar to gas to petroleum, you name it, recently to lithium. So that should tell you that anything that is
You don't
essential
tell us
to life
everything.
is abundantly given
Una not steady
by
like
nature.
that. To say una steady, maybe
Oxygen
na your name for the call
is
now.
required to keep us alive.
know,
So
let maybe
we
both.
are particularly blessed. And I'm not saying give free of charge, no, but make it available and very affordable, because that is going to be a major stimulus for the productivity of your people.
Yeah, to say you come at that time, you stand strong, your leg no shake. Come on, people for support you. But well, maybe you were just, because the guy had great plans, so had great ideas, forward-thinking man. I mean, who wouldn't want a decent human being as president? I mean, the guy did so much for Akwa Ibom, Cross River, wherever. So, but it's not everybody that has the courage to stand. It's not everybody that can put themselves out there and defy. But Peter Obi is showing the way. The trader is showing the way. All right, let's move forward really quickly. I have a couple more videos to run here.
It's not just anything the Catholic bishop said. It's not just a Christian position, it's a Nigerian feeling. It's a Nigerian reality. Are Nigerians hungry? Yes. So it was not yet said, it wasn't said first by the bishops. Are Nigerians, is there insecurity in Nigeria? Yes. It's not the bishop that said it. It's a reality that all Nigerians are going through. Is there a problem with our currency? Yes, it's a reality that all Nigerians are watching. Is there a lack of trust in the political system, and especially in the effort to make the country one-party state? It is a reality we are watching every day. So the bishop just remind our president what they are hearing from us, because they are leaders of the church, and we members of the, I'm a pastor too, but I'm putting it this way, that members of the church come to their bishop and say, Bishop, aren't you people watching? Everything seems to be going one party. Aren't you people watching? Nigerians are hungry. Aren't you people watching? Look, there's insecurity in the country. And they felt, okay, they own this president a duty to help him know what the people are thinking, to help him know how the people are feeling, to help him know how the people view what is going on, so that he will take care of it and correct it if it is true. They didn't go there for a debate competition. And they aired that view. I wish I was in the president's shoe, or I'm part of those who are close to the president. Yes. I would have probably advised that such kind of response wouldn't come. If he actually read it from his speech, then his speech writers have a serious problem. All right. So if he read it from his speech, then they are not helping this president, because all he would have said was, I've heard you, we're doing our best in government, but further information from you will help us to see where the gaps are in what we are doing, so that we'll correct it. But to use such language from people who didn't come to seek for contract, from people who didn't come to seek for political office, from people who are just thinking of your well-being as a president and the well-being of the country at large, shows that our president have either been caged or been misinformed or terribly been misled by some people, so that he will not understand what Nigerians are going through. So for me as a Christian, I don't even understand or asking me whether they spoke. There's no way bishops will speak. We reverence our bishops, and we don't reverence them because of the name of their church. Like we respect Omoye, we don't respect him because he's Pentecostal. We respect Adeboye, Oyedepo. We respect the president of Baptist, the president of ECWA, the primate of the Anglican Church, the prelate of the church, of the Methodist Church, and all the other GOs. We respect them as Christians because they preach and pray in the name of Jesus. Right. So to start painting it as if it's a denominational thing and attaching them with political interest is really sad for us at this time in Nigeria. And that's why if you look at what we came to discuss, whether we are trying to score our president or score the leadership, and then you have this confusion around, then you know that there's a serious problem. No one is saying that this government has not done anything, but we are just saying that despite all these things we are doing, can we really check the reality and feel how people feel? You have a huge foreign reserves, but the people are sleeping with an empty stomach.
Sorry.
Can you understand the gap? Oh, you are constructing a lot of roads, but accidents are happening every day. What is going on? So
that one will soon come now.
It's for president to just understand, oh, we still have this rate of people dying, then our construction must have a new approach so that we'll save lives.
Yeah,
we still have such huge foreign reserve and people are hungry. Oh, we'll reserve, but we'll make sure that people don't sleep hungry. I think these are all that the bishops were saying, and they were not confrontational, neither were they looking for anything.
Very small party, better align with Peter Obi because nobody is looking face. Anyway, let's move forward. Okay. The original Christian Catholic Youth Organization of Nigeria has spoken. APC went to forge. They can't forge, so they're not forge and where. People were bringing out all the errors. APC went to forge Catholic Youth Association, the real and one only association within the Catholic Church is the Catholic Youth Organization of Nigeria. They don't respond to the fake letter when they conjure up. I'm not sure say these people understand Catholic Church. Catholic Church is very structured all over the world. They get multiple organizations. Everything is aligned. They are probably the most structured religious organization worldwide. Take it to the bank. These people have been around for centuries or more. So anyway, they've responded and they've debunked. The fake one that APC people wrote up were saying that as Catholic youth, we distance ourselves, we don't agree, wanting or more. People were checkmating them left, right, center. Then they use red barrel, the liner, the second, all the errors. What a shame. Anyway, you guys saw it on Don Azar's video. So this is the real organization. All right. Now, Rabbi Ukwankoso also chimed in and he said, I commend the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria for demonstrating courage and patriotism by drawing attention to the realities confronting our nation, their concerns regarding the rising cost of living, worsening insecurity, declining public confidence, and the hardship faced by millions of Nigerians are neither partisan nor isolated. They reflect the daily experiences of ordinary citizens across every region of our country. Nigeria is blessed with abundant human and natural resources, yet millions of our people continue to struggle under the weight of economic hardship, unemployment, insecurity, poor access to quality education and healthcare, and diminishing opportunities. These challenges entrusted with leadership. These challenges demand urgent, sincere, and people-centered responses from those entrusted with leadership. I encourage all well-meaning Nigerians to continue constructively engaging the federal government and other leaders at all levels, whenever the opportunity arises, advocating for good governance, accountability, and policies that prioritize the security, welfare, and prosperity of our people. It is through such collective commitment and responsible leadership that we can build a more peaceful, united, and prosperous Nigeria. Anyway, moving along.
Breaking news. Mweke, the Minister of FTC, come outside, come talk, say any billboard where presidential candidate won't put for Abuja FTC, you must make sure that he pays 750 million naira. And his target now, Peter Obi.
Of course.
Nelson Mweke, let me tell you something. If you are thinking that Peter Obi will come and pay you 750 million naira to put a billboard, Peter Obi does not need billboard in Abuja. Peter Obi does not need billboard in anywhere in Nigeria. Peter Obi himself is a billboard. Peter Obi himself like this now, and a very big billboard. Where we say if you want to use Peter Obi, take promote Tinubu, you're supposed to pay like 1 billion and above. Peter Obi does not need any billboard to make sure say he won't use and do campaign. Peter Obi himself has proved himself credible that he's a billboard on his own. So let me tell you, either if you like, maybe put the money 1 trillion. Peter Obi no need billboard. People will be Peter Obi billboard with plenty.
I'm telling
we just
you.
They wait for official time
Walking, talking
where campaign will
billboard.
start. Understand? The campaign where we go even carry to grassroots self. Peter Obi self go even shock say who PTC will be self. We waiting our eyes don't see for this government. We waiting our eyes don't see waiting Tinubu do us Shege Banza. We go want make Peter come the campaign for us. We are the one that need Peter Obi. No be Peter Obi need us. We are the one begging Peter Obi to come and become the president of Nigeria to save Nigeria from shambling. So if you feel saying that Peter Obi you want it now, you feel say you want punish because now we want Peter Obi to come become president because you people have just a gangs of thieves. Now just gang una select una self can't keep the thief Nigeria money. Now we they beg Peter Obi say come and save us. It just be like Moses when we say he go collect
Walking, talking billboard. Anyway.
You know, the money which ought to be for logistics and all that is to sell ideas. Nobody talks about ideas. The APC is not talking about making things or how they will get things better, right? They just vote for us. And that's why, you know, the insult of giving rice and sugar and salt to the populace is so undermining, so insultive. On election day, 10, 15,000 is given to voters. I mean, where are we going? So we are unfortunately running a system that your ideas don't mean anything, right? Put together what we call structures that are able to distribute funds right across the country, and you win.
Well, given that, I mean, you're not running under the APC, which at the moment is considered to be the preeminent party.
By far.
Realistically, can a third force candidate such as yourself overcome that entrenched political machinery?
If I don't try, I have lost, right? These are famous words by
please. I know
Jesse Jackson. In 1984, he was asked by a reporter.
Your time don't pass. I don't know. I know they understand time and season at all. As politicians, it's very shameful. Oh. You know, as leaders, you see. I mean, like you gauge. You shouldn't be coming out and talking about running. Join Peter Obi. I mean, if the ego is too much, just sit down for us, man. We don't need too many people. What do they do? 10 people in different parties. I don't understand. The ego, for what now? What are you coming? You people just be bringing disrespect to yourselves. Can't you see the momentum? Can't you see where the wind is moving towards? Before you set sail, you check to see the direction of the wind. Come on, man. Nigeria does not have leaders, oh, I'm very sorry. You people don't even check sail. You don't even monitor the direction of the wind. You don't check things just to make sure, man, this thing I want to do, is it going to make sense? Should I step out now? Is this my momentum? Is this... Hey! Anyway, moving along. No time.
The election is very far away, so they are trying to intimidate him the way that they try to intimidate the population.
Should religious leaders openly criticize
government? Of course. If they don't, who else can? Welcome,
didn't you listen to the Pope? The Pope was against the war.
And Trump came after him.
So bloody what?
So why?
See the reaction.
Trump went after the Pope.
Why
is Tinubu's presidency different?
Why did Trump again? Whoa.
Because the Catholics in America told him off.
Come on, can't have too many people in the kitchen.
The Catholics in America said you can't say that of our Pope.
Do the Catholics hold any political influence in this country to the extent that any government should be afraid of them?
I don't know. All I know is that the population of the Catholics is about 35 million, and you just can't insult all of us like that. You can't. You just have to see. When the Catholic Church came after Buhari, I was in Buhari's government, and I'm a Catholic. You know what we did? We all kept quiet and looked at what the issues they wanted us to address. And the issues that brought them out to the streets was insecurity. It's worse now. Buhari was a Muslim.
But you were part of that government.
Yes.
Nobody
insulted him.
The Bola Tinubu government blames the government. You played a significant role. Did you 1? Did you 2? 8 years DG.
You know the problem you have? Just want me to delve into, and I don't want to delve into it yet. We're not prepared for that politics. When we're prepared for it, as soon as campaign starts and we're prepared for it, we'll compare President Tinubu's government to that of Buhari. And again, let us even assume that Buhari was the worst government. The reason for which you were elected.
The issue is that some of you who were in Buhari government destroyed this country in that 8 years.
Maybe you are one of them that destroyed the country.
And you are minister for 8 years, transportation.
So no problem.
And that's what this government is saying, that they met a mess. When the bishops confronted Bola Tinubu at the villa to say, these are the hardship of Nigeria, he said he met a mess and he's trying to fix it.
So no problem. So he's fixing railway. By the time we left, there was a railway from Lagos to Ibadan. 4 times a day. Today is only once. By the time we left, there was railway from Kaduna to Abuja. 4 to 6 times a day. Today it goes only once. It's Buhari.
By the time you left, you had destroyed the economy.
So that economy allowed the rail to run until
you were printing naira.
Stop that. So let him print the naira and get the things to work.
I bet somebody answer me. Has Amechi agreed to work for Atiku as VP? So in what capacity is he speaking now? Because it's not very clear. Does somebody have the answer to that? Because I'm curious.
Minister for Coastal Highway in the Ministry of No Works. Nigerians will be Minister for Coastal Highway, ba? Professor of Practice now, David Nwezumahi. Yes, in the Ministry of No Works. Yes, Minister for Coastal Highway say, una Nigerians, Tinubu don't shame una. Say, una don't shame. All of una we been they run una mouth, they talk, say, make they suspend Minister for Coastal Highway, Umahi. Say, make Tinubu remove him so that they can investigate the sudden cause of death of that lady, Mary Habila, where die according to reports in the residence of the minister, where they say the first say she was a physiotherapist, later they say she be nurse, where they say the father can't come out to swear affidavit, say, make they don't investigate the case, they won't bury him. They want when Minister for Coastal Highway, they go everywhere, they run his mouth like second-hand blender, a be fairly used grinding machine. Say anybody will even talk about the thing, he goes to them to court. Say that the issue, the way the thing happened, the girl was even talking to her boyfriend. Say he know, say they were on a call, the girl and the boyfriend and all that, with the Oriburuku way that they do and all the shenanigans. Yes. Umahi said that Tinubu don't shame una. Say instead of Tinubu to suspend him or to remove him, Tinubu the master strategy upon the Oriburuku mandate. Come for head. Sorry. He hold on for Sofa goes he tell and say, my son, Minister for Coastal Highway, go and continue to do more roads. Tinubu tell and say, go and continue to do more highway to the grave. Sorry, I mean, Coastal Highway. All of that, say, go there. So all of una don't shame. Tinubu no suspend them. Sure. Small nyash they shake, yeah, they smell. Umahi, what you been said before? Say we been the thing, say Tinubu go suspend you. You cannot use corruption to fight corruption now. If he didn't, he didn't. Which of the leader wants to suspend you? The one where descended into Earth and then ascended direct into Chicago State University, no primary school, no secondary school, just direct to university. I be the one where talk say, since you was born, there have been hunger in Nigeria. Meanwhile, we know no date of birth. How can you say since you were born, you don't know there is hunger in the land and we cannot, with the date of birth, this thing, they never say it's inconclusive now. I be which of the shenanigans, the ones where they hire fake bishop, but now we're serious, the real bishops come meet them now, they diverse, they cry everywhere like bush baby. I be the ones where first free Gajabia Miller before they tell ICPC to go do their own work to investigate fake agency under the presidency. I be the ones who never fit find 200 trillion where the loss of NMPC. It is like for you to qualify to work under the Affliction Progressive Congress, you have to first graduate from the diploma in criminality. That is, you go first go, they go request for them who is who in the criminal workup, request for the best 11, then they field them into the executive council chamber. So what are we talking about? A young lady died under mysterious circumstances. Instead of everybody in the, according to report in the residence of a public office holder, instead of you to submit yourself for investigation, if you know that you are free, cooperate with authorities to do the right thing. When I start to do masquerade dance, because we have built a system that rewards corruption and criminality. People are above the law. The law is meant for the poor. The first offense where you go commit for Nigeria and for you to be poor. If to send a minister Pekin die for ordinary person house, by now you for don't take kiri the smell. Now that time you go no say Lord they go adjourn. God the judiciary where wicked don't prepare for una go adjourn you. Ori buruku lenshe now. Oshi lenshe Nigerians. The moral lesson where they draw for all of una. As it is today, you do not have any regime or any person that will punish bad behavior or corruption or criminality. You rather have a system that rewards criminality and corruption. It is up to you to be able to hold them accountable. Only you can punish bad behavior. How? Mobilize yourself. 2027, January 16, presidential election. 2 weeks later, governorship, State House of Assembly. Nigerians, wake up and end this plague you call a government. End this affliction, because if this affliction lasts one day beyond May 29, 2027, my thoughts and prayers are with all of us. What a country we call our own. What a society we live, where criminals are the ones who are bold to parade themselves. Innocent people are languishing in detention facilities. Ori buruku lenshe, oshi lenshe. What a shame. You are amongst leaders most miserable. You be minister, you know be God. Oh, Unwezumahi, you be Unwezumahi, you be minister. Oh, I say you be minister, you know be God. Oh, God will humble you. Nigerians, wake up and rescue yourself. 2027 Operation Rescue. My name is Peter for.
Makunaye Adeleke o. Punches are out. Adeleke and Tinto.
President Tinubu, I'm passing this message to you. Kí lẹ fẹ́ kí Ọ̀ṣun ṣe? A ní pé àti ẹ̀gbọ́nsì yìí kí ló dé? Kí ló dé? Kí ló fi ń pa wá? Kí ló dé? Kí ló fi ń pa ọmọ Yorùbá? Àwọn ọlọ́pàá ti wà compromise. Ẹ jẹ́ kó ló máa wà sí bọ́dà wa. Àwọn kidnappers wà bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ bá wọn. Àwọn tó ń jíyàn gbé. President Tinubu mọ̀ ń fi àsìkò yìí sọ fún yín o. Ẹ má sọ pé mi ò pariwo. I am the chief security officer of Osun State. Hello, President Tinubu, I am passing this message to you. Osun will not accept any rigging. We will go out en masse and vote and defend our vote. Mo tún repeat here. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 1983 kó ṣẹlẹ̀. President Tinubu, Osun people, our core party have endorsed you as our presidential candidate. Why are we suffering? Why is our money being taxed? Oye Toba need to be called to order. Gbogbo wa la bímọ o. Gbogbo wa la bímọ o. Ẹ ń pa àwọn èèyàn. Ǹjẹ́ ni wọ́n ń sọ ní pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ àwọn ọmọlọmọ tí ọmọ tó bá lọ́wọ́ ń bẹ̀ tó ń pa ọmọ wa ń dá sẹ̀ríà fún wọn. Mo lọ́wọ́ wa ń dá sẹ̀ríà fún wọn. Kí ló dé gan? President Tinubu kò sẹ́ tí ò bá jà. Òun ló ń jẹ́ kí ẹ máa bá àwọn èèyàn jà o. Oye tó bá ní to be called to order.
Nasi Mata. Adeleke endorsed Tinubu. You people remember the endorsement? You say I'm endorsing because the turn of Yoruba. Not be so a talk, Abi no talk am. Video evidence there. Meanwhile, the player I lifted this up from, the person that tweeted it, he said Tinubu Ke. This is Anthony Ehilebo's tweet. Kai Adeleke, they muse me, I swear. A man that could stand by and let them do Igodalo dirty in Edo State. Let's continue. More na hear wetin dey happen o.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu declines the transfer from Sokoto prison to Abuja prison. In his words, I will not accept extrajudicial, executive, or diplomatic intervention that bypass legal framework. Nkume. Nobody will know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for the world now. He's one of the most popular freedom fighters, an advocate of peace, an advocate of good governance to increase standard of living of his citizens. The man no like to hear suffer. Anything we like say that they fight people, the man ready to fight until the end to make sure say people get peace. But because we take country when we say people where they rule us now people will like make problem day. And they look say this guy, you too like peace, we will give you problem. And what make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dey for prison wait dinner. All of them know now they kidnap him from Kenya. Then carry him go court. Court say make una declare this man free. Court give ruling bad. Discharge and acquitted. Nigerian government say never. You this guy, you want make people start to enjoy for Nigeria when we want make them suffer. For that is the enter prison. Now they carry life imprisonment. Nnamdi Kanu, he said he go defend himself. Some lawyer wait, they ask them, show me the law. Show me for the constitution. Show me for the law. Where the law say make you give me this kind judgment. Once you show me, I go enter prison. Just show me. Justice Omotosho no fit talk. Because you need to finish the message when they send them. I go lie for you. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu take go prison. Up to 90% of Nigerians are living in poverty. Some people, they think they get more money. One sickness, they don't sit down for bed. On phone, they beg Nigerians so that they will fit do small operation. So that when they think about this country, they feel like to cry for Nigerians. Like, oh God. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when they carry and go Sokoto prison, they make sure say they carry and go where they say family, in lawyer, nobody go feel rich and quick. They will go through stress to assess them. So that maybe they go buy out of depression. And they send and go Sokoto prison. Nnamdi Kanu reach there. You know, say no office in family, no office in friend, even lawyer, to see lawyer. How many hours? Over 700 kilometers. Like you don't know Sokoto. Sokoto is far. Now so Sunday there. Sokoto na place where say if they put solar, the whole Nigeria will get light for free. But our leaders say they use pure energy where countries they progress. Our leaders say no, let's live in poverty. Poverty. Sokoto sun they hot, so they take no use them for sun. For the sun, my love for you is hotter than the sun in Sokoto. I don't know that song. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say this place is too far for my family to see me. When I carry me go Abuja, so I go fit talk to my lawyer, make me the appeal. Because I know, so I don't suppose they this prison. He writes to Federal High Court. Say, I payment transfer and go Abuja anywhere where they close. So I go fit the rich in legal team and family members. Carry me go anywhere, Kuje prison, carry me go Kefi, Nasarawa, carry me go Ujara, Suleja, anyone they okay. This Sokoto too far. When they write time, Justice Omotosho then decline a request. They say we don't go stay there, we don't give you federal and a federal problem now you enter so. The problem, like no problem we enter. Stay there. Now, recently now, they call it grant the request. In wife, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wife also follow the push. To even reach your husband problem, like they cut people off from this man. They just want to make sure say they don't buy the man by themselves. Like maybe they watch and when I go feed they depressed by. Now man we don't see parents buy for in front. Where they define good governance and freedom for their people. Make we go back the way we did before. If I don't want to make the country sweet for everybody, they say never. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now, after he got the right where they decline the request, he don't take Sokoto prison. Now, according to what they hear online, allegedly, nobody people say, let me tell you, don't put me for trouble, God, I beg you. From what they hear now, for that Sokoto prison, how some people they can't see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now, what they hear now, like then they see him like they are like a leader. You know understand? How some people will say that be the original of this town before Fulani can take over them through religion, through conning, through pipeline. They hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talk. Now na get this soil, people come up, turn on to slave on top of our own soil. Hausa people love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But because people don't know history, we don't even know outside, you don't know Fulani, some Fulani people, they're good. They're never happy for the ones when they inside bush, for what they do. We don't even know who won love again. So everybody have like the same thing. I'm ready to not reach. You don't mix, you don't turn jollof. So anybody out there, you don't scared, you don't watch, you don't careful. That's the state of the nation now. So after they don't write all these things, they wipe the right, this one they write. Recently, now they tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say they don't accept to transfer and go to Abuja prison. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, how did they do them? Because I don't write the way that they do them according to the legal way. Will be my right according to the constitution. Where they're supposed to look where since I want them. When I don't accept them. So what can happen? 9 months now they can't discover say then Wakago meet UK consular. That means now Britain put mouth for them to say they transfer them. So months now they can't say wait, that means the legal framework is not enough. That means
Bam! I love it. Exactly. Power. They transform Hausa people for there. Correct. That's it. Bam. Mm. Talk about power. Yep. You guys can't see the screen anymore. We're not hear anymore. Wow. Can you guys hear me? Oh my God. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear my voice? Let me confirm. Okay. Okay. You can hear. Okay. But you can't see anything. Is that right? You guys cannot see the video. Oh, wow. Okay, let me refresh. Is the heat, oh, my people, now no go verse. The heat for here, no be, I don't understand. Let me just refresh. All right, let me do this. Can you guys see now? Can you hear me now? Can you see? It's a gas for serious air, I'm telling you. How about now? Okay. Kenny, I'm telling you. I tell you, Oriyomi is living well compared to us here. I don't understand. He be like, the sun literally is a neighbor. He come down. My God. He be like, fire. Yeah. The heat is not here. I've never experienced this kind of heat before. Should I start the video over? Where did you guys stop? Can you give me an idea of where you guys stopped seeing the video so I can start from there? Give me like a quick summary. We're on a taste stop. We're on a here reach. Sun is life, but man, over 100 degrees. Ah, man. If I don't come out of my house by 6 a.m., 5:30, 6 a.m. to go for my walk and do my exercise, forget about it. Once 8 don't reach, you can't even, it's so hot, it's crazy. And it gets into all the way to the 90s, even at nighttime. That's how bad. Sokoto to Abuja prison. Okay, thank you. All right, let me take it back. Let's take this back again. That means say,
They call it grant the request. In why no suppose there is prison. He writes to Federal High Court. Say, a place where say if them put solar, the whole Nigeria will get light for free. But our leaders know they use pure energy where countries they talk. Because you need to finish the message where they send them. I go live for you. That's what Mazinam cannot take go prison. Up to 90% of Nigerians are living in poverty. Some people they say they get more money. One sickness, they don't sit down for bed on phone. They beg Nigerians so that they will fit do small operation. So now when they think about this country, they feel like to cry for Nigerians. Like oh God. Mazinam when they carry and go Sokoto prison. They make sure say they carry and go where they say family, in lawyer, nobody will feel rich and quick. They will go through stress to assess them. So that maybe they go buy out of depression. When they send and go Sokoto prison. Now they cannot reach there. You know, say no office in family, no office in even lawyer, to see lawyer. How many hours? Over 700 kilometers. Like you don't know Sokoto. Sokoto is far. Now so Sunday there. Sokoto na place where say if them put solar, the whole Nigeria will get light for free. But our leaders say they use pure energy where countries they progress. Our leaders say no, let's live in poverty. Poverty. Sokoto sun they hot, so they take no use them for sun. For a song. My love for you is hotter than the sun in Sokoto. I don't know that song. Mazinam they can say this place too far for my family to see me. Mona carry me go Abuja so I go fit talk to my lawyer, make with the appeal. Because I know so I don't suppose there is prison. He writes to Federal High Court. Say I permit them transfer and go Abuja anywhere where they close. So I go fit reach in legal team and family members. Carry me go anywhere, Kuje prison, carry me go Kefi, Nasarawa, carry me go Ujala, Suleja, anyone they okay. This Sokoto too far. When they write time, justice or month or so, then decline a request. They say we don't stay there, we don't give you federal and a federal problem that you enter. So the problem, if like no problem we enter. Stay there. Now. Recently now, they call it grant the request. In wife, Mazinam wife also follow the push. To even reach your husband problem, like they cut people off from this man. They just want to make sure they don't buy the man by themselves. Like maybe they watch and whether I go feel depressed by.
Exactly.
Now man, we don't see parents buy for in front. Where they define good governance and freedom for their people. Make we go back the way we did before. If we don't want to make the country sweet for everybody, they say never. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu now, after he done the right when they decline the request, he don't dey Sokoto prison. Now, according to what they hear online, allegedly, no go tell people say, let me tell you, don't put me for trouble, God, I beg you. From what they hear now, for that Sokoto prison, how some people they can't see Mazin Nnamdi Kanu now? What they hear now?
I think the same
then they
issue
see
again.
like they are like a leader.
Let me pause this.
You know what I'm saying?
Is it happening again? Can you guys see the video? Can you hear it? Rose. No, you can't. You can see my screen, but you can't see the video. Oh, it's all good. Okay. Because Rose said having the same issue, so I wasn't sure. Heart Desire, welcome. Long time. Okay, you can see the video. Okay, maybe he's behind. Okay, all right, let's continue.
How some people will know say that be the original of this town before Fulani can take over them through religion, through conning, through pipeline. Then hear Mazin Nnamdi Kanu talk. Now get this soil, people come turn to slave on top of our own soil. How some people love Mazin Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
But because people don't know history, we don't even know outside. We don't know Fulani. Some Fulani people they're good. They're not even happy for the ones when they inside bush for what they do. We don't even know who won love again. So everybody have like the same thing. I mean, it's not rich. You don't mix. You don't turn jealous. So anybody out there, you don't scared. You don't watch. You don't careful. That's the state of the nation now. So after they don't write all this thing, they wife they write this one they write. Recently, now they tell Mazin Nnamdi Kanu say they accept to transfer and go Abuja prison. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu say how they do them because I don't write the way that they do them according to the legal way. Will be my right according to the constitution. Where they supposed to look where since I bought them, when I don't accept them. So what thing can happen? Now Mazin Nnamdi Kanu discover say then Wakago meet UK consular. That means now Britain full mouth for them to say they transfer them. So Mazin Nnamdi Kanu say wait, that means the legal framework is not enough. That means somebody need to come and say, like we can't follow the law. Jesus Christ. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, a person will make Nigerian judiciary look like illiterates. Like it make them feel like this school wanna go and not graduate way.
Britain,
even them all the lawyers where they are big lawyers. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu no go, you know go law school, you know be all this law something. No. But when they talk like this, they don't say this one. Not the ordinary human being be that man. That man not the ordinary human being. God that devil. You know what I mean? Make person decide to buy like I go give my life for Igbo land. Oh God. Huh. Like I said, I will give my life to Igbo land, like to the eastern part of Nigeria, I will give my life. Because waiting they come for them, they never even see them, but you know they come small. If not, we say some of the people where they think like me stand where say we go protect this soil. Say our mama they don't carry them na grand, enter them by force. Small boy when they 18 years go carry your mama like that for grand. Put him body inside your mama. Now the thing where they come, where this man they see the highest level of embarrassment for the world, for this life. For your parents front, they go to do them. Oh God. Now waiting this man day against. People still inside bush. Nigerian me go there, go they buy the people where they their own jeje. They try to avoid problem from coming into their soil. But where the problem they, where they for north, Nigerian me know they too like go there because they know. Say the place will actually be the problem. They won't see them in quote, but because they mine our natural resources, solid minerals in billions of dollars. If they move, plane they enter, plane they come out. Nigeria they go. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu say in they go Abuja prison again. So I don't write stone in the legal way. You know work. So for not to do them now, that means I know what that they do me. For that reason, I will die put for here. If I go get my freedom for Sokoto prison, make it come now from Sokoto prison or from Komot. The Bruce Cartel has somebody say power.
Power.
When we hear preaching for church, we hear real life gist. This is real life. He said from Sokoto prison, I go day here. From that Sokoto prison, many people don't get liberation. Even they inside prison, they help people to come out. You get one guy went there, said, he try help the guy come out. The guy go outside and go interview. He said, man, now they can't wait in prison. Not be ordinary person, no. Not be person that's supposed to put for prison. No, this guy love. He want me Nigeria better. Oh, that man where they put for prison. One of the guys that they released from Sokoto prison. Now they talk this one for live interview. If our leaders really want this country to be better, when you see good people, you will know them. This person, this Mazin Nnamdi Kanu not just be Nigeria, where they follow struggle for visa. British citizen, British passport. Like you don't escape what people they say Jack. You don't stay. Normally, you're not supposed to stay for the queue of people they do all this thing. But that's what the life did. You got people who God program for this life. Say, you are one to give my people liberation. See, the way God is taking glory for this life. It is where people don't expect, and God will taking glory. Normally, not the person will don't stand well like that. Now, go all this freedom fighter. Normally, when you go Nigeria Delta, all this, when you go to see freedom fighter, hungry people. This one a sound man. He's not poor. He's okay. But now in God say, now you have to use liberate your people. Now when I say Mazinandi Kanu, when I say terrorists, when I say bandits, then they release terrorists. They put them for army. They put them for police. Mazinandi Kanu, they prison. If terrorists stand within Mazinandi Kanu, then be mates for reasoning to anything. This one I have to tell you, say people they rule you are bandits. You don't understand? I pray for his safety. I pray for God's mercy upon this nation. If they want me the nation move forward, make move forward. If not make divide before you go move forward, so shall it be. Ceteris paribus, all things being equal. Q sera, whatever will be, will be.
Powerful. Powerful. This is what it means to live, man. Honestly, not be all this fear. You talk, you buy. You no talk, you buy. You are going the same place. No difference. You know, if you hold on to this life, you go still buy. Nobody's flying out of here on automatic jets. It's not possible. So you choose the direction you want to go, how you want to go. All right. This is a tweet from Everest. He says, yes, that's why Demola has been crying. APC members are planning to form a coalition to support Peter Obi. Are you guys aware? Are you aware? Let me read on. That's why you guys have been crying since Sunday. I know. Now, this is the doctrine of a necessary democratic opposition. I think it's from the G100 meeting that they've been having, right? For unity of the opposition. To defeat, so he took a part from it. I'm going to read that. To defeat a united failure with a divided alternative. I think there's a beginning sentence there. I don't have it, unfortunately. The arrangements for this national convocation shall be made known to the country in the days immediately ahead. Let no one say that the times were too difficult or the obstacles too are not remembered for the crises they encountered. Somebody should fix that grammatical error. Crisis. Maybe I'll make a tweet on there to tag the same person. I don't know. But for the character they displayed in overcoming them. If we fail, let it not be because we lacked members. Let it not be because we lacked talent. Let it not be because we lacked opportunity. Let it not be because those entrusted with leadership prefer themselves to their country. May it instead be said that when Nigeria stood at another turning point in her history, her people remember that no nation is saved by power alone, but by principle, not by personalities, but by institutions, not by the triumph of one man, but by the faith of an entire people in the cause of liberty, justice, and democratic government for God and country. G100 signed. These are the people that signed. They're all APC, by the way. Salihu Mohammed Lukman, Honorable Nena Ukeje, Elder Simon Achuba, Dr. Akilu Indabawa, Honorable Annie Eke, Professor Anthony Kila, Dr. Awalu Anwa, Dr. Emeka Ejikonye, Dr. Ibrahim Modibo, Dr. Ladan Salihu, Dr. Ayokunle Fagbemi. Is that not the Fagbemi that was laughing with his 42 and saying that was how we used trick to remove, we lied? Is it the same Fagbemi? Mona remind me, I don't know. Ambassador RBW Onemola, Honorable Sejos Ogun. I know Sejos Ogun, very, very respected man. Yes. Olu Onemola, Abubakar Jibrin Ahmed, Ose Aneni. That's good. That's Aneni's son, I think. Saliu Tanko Yakasai, Zaina Buba Galadima. Zaina, hey! Natu friend be this, so friend of a friend. Okay. All right. So you don't even tell when I hear from Natu. Man, I gotta check on her. You don't take. All right. So he was responding to somebody here that was saying that they are conspiring against Atiku again. Atiku not get level. May go rest. Nothing, no level. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on.
The richest man in the world, Mr. Elon Musk, just broke the internet. There was an interview he granted some time ago where he predicted that civil war is inevitable in the United Kingdom. So yesterday, he was on another podcast. He repeated the same thing. But at this point, this woman was asking Elon Musk, look at the United Kingdom. It doesn't look like a country where civil war will come in the nearest future. There is no sign about that. And Elon Musk went on to tell her what you're about to watch. Elon Musk told her that, listen, when you see different cultures in UK trying to eradicate the Western culture in UK, definitely if the trend remains like that, civil war is inevitable. I want you to listen to this short clip where he made the statement, but I am not going to talk about UK. In this video, I'm going to relate it to what is currently going on in Nigeria. So if civil war is inevitable in UK because of immigrants who came there trying to naturalize, trying to stay in the country, not integrating, but trying to influence the country with their culture. If that is going to cause a civil war in UK, you should know why Nigeria fought their first civil war. Just the same thing. I started following Elon Musk for a very long time, not because he's rich. I follow people who sees what is going to happen in the future. So listen to him.
Elon Musk is explaining about the number of babies that are popping out in Nigeria. You see that tweet?
And you have absurd characterization of the far right. It is false and misleading and nonsense. Please keep this part in.
We'll keep all of this in, but let me
cut this part.
Let me push back on that. Let me push back on that
because
you have
nonsense.
Elon, you have what is it? Close to 250 million followers on X.
Yeah,
you say things like,
popular guy.
Quote, civil war in Britain is inevitable. Just a question of when.
Yes.
I mean, when were you last in the UK?
A few years ago.
Exactly. So I live there. I'm there the whole time. That is nonsense.
You live in a cloistered existence.
No, I don't actually. And the numbers also disprove what you say.
What numbers?
All the numbers about crime. London is a much safer city than any city in the United States. Violent crime in the UK is not where you think it is. In fact, it's coming down. You have painted, and because you have so many followers, so many Americans believe it, a kind of view that Europe and the UK are kind of, overrun with terrifying Muslim immigrants. There's rape on every corner. There's a sort of civilizational destruction.
I haven't said any of those things.
Just not. Well, you said civil war in Britain is inevitable. And
yes,
then,
if current trends continue, it is.
Why?
Well, if you have a large, rapidly growing group of people whose beliefs are antithetical to Western beliefs, at some point there will be a reckoning. They will try to implement their views, and those who oppose it will oppose it, and that's what you call civil war. And obviously, this is the trend. And you absolutely do live in a cloistered existence. And if you'd like, we can go on a tour of Britain.
Sure. I'd be very happy to come on a tour of Britain.
And you will see
you
for
come
yourself.
See my country that I live in all the time, and you haven't been to a few years ago.
I've been there literally 100 times.
But when was the last time?
It's literally a few years ago.
You know why this exercises me? Because you have really shaped opinion about the UK.
All right. The lady was trying to put it to Elon Musk that you have shaped an opinion. But that is very wrong assertion. This is not an opinion. This is a fact, not an opinion. Opinion is your personal view that is not on reality, like it's not a reality that people are saying. You may call it an opinion. This is beyond the level of what you could refer to as opinion. I think the adjective extracted by the lady is very wrong. However, let us now push this back to Nigeria, because in UK you can see Muslims protesting, shouting Sharia for UK, Sharia for UK, and you see so many citizens of the Great Britain. They don't know the meaning of Sharia law, so they were told that Sharia law is just about marriage. No one is telling them that the clothes they are putting on in their streets, that their hands will be chopped off. No one is telling them that their children will be married off by the age of 9 years, 10 years, 11 years. No one is telling them that. No one is telling them that people have to control the way they go to the toilet, how they wash their anus after excretion. Nobody is telling them that. You understand? But that is, by the way, let Britain carry their cross, because the evil that Britain has set up in Africa is looming. It has killed more than 6 million people, and people are still dying. What am I talking about? Just like Elon Musk is predicting that there will be a civil war in the UK. The first civil war has happened in Nigeria, and the second civil war in Nigeria is inevitable. At this moment, the Nigerian military have been fighting a war. This is not a civil war. They have been fighting an insurgency because of what Elon Musk just explained. The terrorists that are terrorizing Nigeria it is going to go beyond an insurgency into a civil war. I am saying this because more than a decade, the Nigerian soldiers could not fight these people because they have infiltrated the government with their ideology. The terrorists are not fighting because they need money. They are not fighting because of political opposition. Their message is clear. They want Sharia. They have a handbook about that. They have been passing the message since 2012. Convert or die. This war is against Christians. We are going to kidnap Christians, burn churches. If you are a Muslim as well, you have a different view like, oh, you people shouldn't do this. They will kill you. Just 4 days ago, a Sharia court judge escaped through the window when these jihadists came after him. Why? They said, oh, you misinterpreted a portion of Sharia law. So the penalty is death. So we'll come to court and kill you in the court. They just flee. You don't know what Sharia is all about. Because as a Muslim as well, I know so many Muslims, I have Muslims as friends. Some of them were thinking just at a shallow level. And I was telling them, if these terrorists, with what they are pushing, with Quran, with Sharia law, you will still be a victim, even though you are a Muslim. Because the brand of Islam they want to bring to Nigeria is even unacceptable to some Muslims. Now, here is the point. In 1914, the Great Britain, whether they are great or not, I don't know, but Britain amalgamated Nigeria, knowing fully well that these cultures are incompatible. There is nothing in common. And that led to what we have in Nigeria today, after so many people have died. And as I speak to you, Sharia law is massive in Nigeria. It's being practiced in Nigeria. They kill people. Nigerian constitution can't judge those people they kill. They kill Christians because of Sharia law. Nigerian constitution can't judge the killers. We have Sharia police, we have Sharia court, we have Sharia court of appeal, and you said Nigeria is a secular state. Second, civil war is inevitable in Nigeria. It may take time, but it's just a trend. It's a trend. It will go in that direction. It will go in that direction. It's important you see the future so that you understand how things are going to be. You understand? So I really get what Elon Musk was saying. He was not trying to shape an opinion. No. He's telling you what he is seeing. Look at what is going on in New York, in America. The tension is rising. Muslims praying, blocking the roads. But you know what? In India, I saw a group of Muslims playing in the road. And Indian police were kicking them in their back. They're kicking them in. I think India is the first place I am seeing police kicking Muslims out of the road. You know what? India and Pakistan, they were in one country, fighting to nail. Britain caused it as well. But when Britain was leaving, they divided. They parted the country because they know that what is going on in Israel today could have been a child play. That still happened to Yugoslavia. So if you want to prevent the second civil war in Nigeria, you must be able to divide Nigeria into different value systems. Because a northern Muslim, especially who are extreme to their beliefs, we never allow a Christian to govern him. We never allow, see, I am not trying to say this. 90% of Muslims will never choose a Christian to be their leader. You may say, oh, they voted for this person in the past. The rate of extreme is going higher every day because these terrorists are pushing and pushing and pushing. These terrorists are controlling narrative. They control people who enter political offices. So the graph is rising to the red line. So what are you saying? How are you feeling about it? In this country, Nigeria, Christians will never be allowed to rule Nigeria. And if Christians know what they are doing, they should take it by force. See, I'm not trying to preach division here. I'm trying to relate to you what is going to hit you. Reality is coming to hit you, and it will hit you hard. You understand? Sheikh Ahmed Gumi was pointed out in Federal Executive Council meeting that they are going to arrest him because of his association with terrorists. They called him from confidential Federal Executive meeting that look at what they said. They need the secret to him. After to travel to Aso Rock to meet Tinubu, and the case died. I am a good observer. I'm watching what is going on in Nigeria. I'm watching what is unfolding. So, if I tell you something, I didn't say you should believe it. It takes an educated mind to entertain a thought without it. Only thing I'm saying, entertain these things and keep them. You will come and see them. Entertain these things and keep them. Don't believe it. Don't worry. You will understand what I'm saying very soon. These people have used the good money. They have used the oil wells they were given to arm these terrorists. Yesterday, one of the terrorist group in Zamfara state was scammed about $70 million, 92 million naira. It was scammed. Where did he see the money?
When scammed that terrorist.
From ransom, from oil.
I don't know. I caught that for
Nigeria. Elon Musk is talking about the United Kingdom, but don't look far. Don't look United Kingdom. Look about Nigeria. Think about everlasting solution. Remember what they did to Goodluck Jonathan when he was the president. The man was fidgeting. The man was saying Boko Haram is in my administration. I don't know. Boko Haram is in Aso Rock. The president was confessing this. He was growing gray hairs. I picked Goodluck. You see, everything that is happening in Nigeria is not something that is secret or confidential. It is happening on a playground. So it is you that refuse to see it. Till I see you on my next video. I'm Uncle Chappie myself.
This emotion event. Yes, so with the most of you see that
let's move on.
Soldiers, policemen, civil. Let me ask you a question, and this question goes to soldiers, policemen, civil defense, and other officers out there. What you are doing is a service, okay? I know some of you don't forget that, okay, this thing that we are doing is a service. We are serving the country. We are serving the people. Because I'll be sincere with you, the level of brutality is uncalled for. Some of you are so brutal. Some of you are so wicked. It be like say some of you don't forget, say this work now 35 years. And that is if you know why, or then dismiss you, or you resign before that 35 years. Question I want to ask you now is, my brother, look at yourself from head to your toe. What will you be without that uniform? If they take off that uniform from your body now, this wickedness that you are doing, can you do it for people? And go beat grace come up for your head. Because you have to understand that the uniform is not a ticket for you to be wicked. The uniform is not a ticket for you to be brutal. It is all about service. It's about integrity. It's about sacrifice. It's about you being a protector. Because at the end of the day, half of that nonsense you are doing is because of the uniform. The uniform is guiding you. The uniform is shielding you. So my question is, if they remove that uniform, what will be left? Can you still make that mouth? Can you still insult people like that? Can you still be opening eye for people? If you know that without the uniform, you cannot do all these things, my brother, humble yourself. Calm down. Okay? Because the truth is, some of you are just unnecessarily wicked. Like some of us, our wickedness is directed. Our wickedness has a purpose. And we have a specific set of people that we are wicked towards, you know. But some of you, now innocent people, you are wicked on top innocent people. And please, that shit has to stop, seriously. Me, I'm not holy, but if I see the way some people are doing their own, or more, if you like, take my advice. If you like, don't take my advice. After 35 years, we will know how far. Stay safe out there, and don't forget, remain dangerous.
Last few days now, I've been getting hits from different APC influencers. They say, very dark man, Tinubu is doing very good now in Nigeria, and you are not talking about it. But any small bad where you just notice, you will talk about and they attack Tinubu government. Now, I want to show you people something. Yeah, all these people where they attack, make something. Now, if you notice, if not be say that man rush, can't help that woman, that lioness for buy the woman. If not be that man, that lion for buy the woman. So that man might be the hero of this story. But that is to the little minds, the people that cannot see beyond. I ain't go call that man the hero. Do you understand? People with the little mind will call him a hero. But guess what? Do you know that that lion actually came from inside his house? That lion is pet. He no chain the lion well. Now why the lion escape? Do you understand? Now why the lion escape? If not be say he rush, if to say delay a little bit, that lion maybe for hold the human truth and he go buy the human. Do you understand? That is what the Nigerian politicians are all about, and that is what Tinubu is doing right now. They create a problem and they solve it a little bit and they claim to be the heroes. Whereas they are the architects of that problem. They create the problem, they just solve a little bit of the problem. Now, in this story, the little bit of the problem where the man solved, yes, he saved that woman life from his own problem when he caused his own lion. But guess what? He didn't completely save the woman because the woman had been traumatized because her life flashed before our own eyes. Who caused the problem? It is the owner of the lion that caused the problem. But to every other person, to an average mind, he is the hero. That's what is happening now. Now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu creates all these problems, so we see for this country. The whole suffering where they go on right now, now him create them. How? Baba just come into power. First thing we do, subsidy remover. He don't even take time, make it assess what they go on. Oh boy, now so suffering for Nigeria double. Because fuel price moved from 97 naira, being 100 and something naira, straight to 700 and something naira. Transportation increase, food price increase. labor increased, everything increased. In less than 6 months when Tinubu entered power, our life just go back to like 15, 20 years ago. Now, guess what? He said, oh, it is for the betterment of Nigeria. We are paying so much for subsidy. We are going to take that money and we are going to put it into some other things that will benefit Nigerians. But guess what today? This same man is borrowing money from left, right, and center. Nothing has been done. He is the architect of the problem. So why should I come out and say it did do well when Naim creates the problem? How much be price? You call it them and say, they say, price of rice now is 60 something. Are you mad? How much was rice when Goodluck was in power? This APC is their APC. They came with these people. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's APC. They came with these people. I'm not trying to be political right now, but you know me, I will just talk how it be, man. I don't even care. Before APC, what were we doing in Nigeria? They carry fuel go 87 naira that everybody wants your Goodluck. And so they pack yourself for months. They want chop Goodluck Jonathan. How much be rice during Goodluck Jonathan? 8,000 plus. How much be egg? Egg is 300 naira now if you never go 350. One egg. One egg. One egg. That is the only thing where poor people take the manage before. Say they get protein for their food. No go try meat, so no go try turkey, no go try chicken. How much be gari now? How much be gari? No, how much be gari? How much be beans? Like the normal thing where we say the average poor man, if you buy one cup before cook and chop. Then you come and tell me that the good what Tinubu do. He created these problems. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu created these problems. I can't pinpoint one thing to say this is what Bola Ahmed Tinubu did since he became president in Nigeria. The only thing I go say, okay, yes, it's a nice idea. I don't even know whether they don't completely implement them. Now the money where they go straight to local government accounts, where give local government chairman power to actually work in their local government. That's the only thing. But I don't know if they don't implement them because I talk, they talk. What am I trying to say? They create a problem and they solve a little bit of the problems. Then they want to become heroes of the story. That's what they do. So I will not come out and tell you that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu did this when he actually created it. Should we go and talk about insecurity? Should we talk about insecurity in Nigeria? Do you know how it has skyrocketed? Bro, we have a lot of problems. A lot created by them. You can't come and tell me that this thing, that they did one thing. Should we talk about Boko Haram? Should we talk about Boko Haram? How they were used. These niggas were used politically. I might be wrong, but how they came. April 14th. I can never forget. That was April 14th, right? At about 8 something a.m. in the morning, Karu bomb blast. Nyanya bomb blast, rather. Boom! That bomb blast claimed the life of 80-something people. Guess what they did? The evening of that same day, while Goodluck Jonathan was there, thinking that Jesus Christ, what is going on? That evening, the whole country didn't know that that bomb blast was a diversion for them to carry Chibok girls. On that same day, where they bomb Nyanya, now that same day they go carry Chibok girls. In the evening of that day, then they go carry Chibok girls. That same evening of that 14th of April 2014, double attack. The following year was presidential election. Then Goodluck said, I don't want bloodshed. Let me leave power. Oh, God. No! They can't control it anymore. They are the architect of the problem. Now you can't solve the insecurity of the country because politics don't enter. Wait till we say we don't want control before. Quick politics to take power. Don't come off on hand. 2 attacks in one day. Politics. They create a problem, they solve a little bit of it, and they claim to be the heroes. Now, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he don't try now. He don't try for nothing. He won't try to stop insecurity, but they can't because some persons started it to the favor of some persons. Which good have they done? They have not done no good in Nigeria. They are the architect of the problem. And they come with fake solutions. Soldiers are not being paid well enough. The kind of arm where Boko Haram, and as far as I'm concerned, all of them are Boko Haram. Because some people say, oh, this one a new one. They just changed name. Same Joe, minor difference. That same picture of Spider-Man. They are all Spider-Men. Bro, may God help Nigeria, yeah? But as for this case of say, okay, make I praise Tinubu for one good thing where I do, I can't. Because I've not even seen anything good. Unless my people stop suffering. I go around now, I see people. Everybody is in a problem. People are suffering. You get, people are suffering. If President Bola Ahmed Tinubu won't work, if he truly won't work, show me say he wants my own support. Make him stop insecurity for Nigeria. Make a no year. They just buy people for Kwara which day. Yesterday, they buy people for Kwara. Then we don't see they go on, just don't see they go on. This December, we hear more scores. He should stop it. When he don't stop, when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu stop insecurity, make people see they make hungry, they beat people better. Don't say farmers go to their houses, they don't come buy them. Oh? Farmers in their homes, they don't come kill them, they don't buy them now. People where they day for villages, they are no longer say foods are expensive because farmers can no longer go to their farms. And you tell me President Bola Ahmed Tinubu do something good. I'm not against his government. Me nothing concern me with the politics because at the end of the day, all of them are the same. So I know people send anyone papa, and that is why I say, see, as you see me like this, I'm never going to say I want to come out and support anybody for anything because I know at the end of the day, these people don't even have Nigeria at heart. They don't have a system that will work. An average politician just wants to come into power in Nigeria. They don't know anything. They don't know anything. I beg. They got their post. That's the only thing I can say. Peace and love, don't play. If you play online, I will learn the hard way.
G100 has just made a statement. The G100 is a group made up of 100 eminent Nigerians who believe that a divided opposition will find it very difficult to defeat Bola Tinubu in the next election. This group has called all opposition leaders from David Mark, Rauf Aragbeshola, Peter Obi, Senator Seriake Dixon, Atiku Abubakar, Seyi Makinde, Governor Bala Mohammed, and so many others. In fact, they also called the SDP presidential candidate as well as the PRP presidential candidate. For all these guys to come together and make a decision. So apparently this group has said they are going to convene a national council of opposition leaders in the next 2 weeks. And this particular meeting will ask one simple fundamental question. Why are you running in this election? Are you running because of yourself or for the good of the country? The candidates and these political actors would have to answer this fundamental question. They can then discuss on the best way to go forward. The group has said that in the coming days, they will make public the dates of this proposed meeting. And they have also urged the general public to encourage their leaders to participate in this important national discourse. This particular call is actually coming off the back of several other calls asking for the opposition to be united. Like I said in my earlier video, Aisha Yusufu has called for a united opposition to support Peter Obi. Patutomi has also said that they are going to unite under the Ibadan Convention, which is actually another important point because the G100 also stated that they are trying to invoke the spirit of the Ibadan Declaration. If you remember, months back, before the coalition sort of scattered, leaders of the opposition came together and agreed that they are going to back one candidate to go against Bola Tinubu in the next election. But since then, all these leaders have actually moved to one party or the other. Seyi Makinde, who was the governor that hosted that meeting, is now the presidential candidate of the APM. Peter Obi, who was also present in that meeting, is now the presidential candidate of the NDC. Atiku Abubakar, who was also present in that meeting, is now the presidential candidate of the ADC. Donald Duke is also now the presidential candidate of the PRP. And the G100 believes that this is actually a recipe for Tinubu's second term. So that is why they have decided to take the bull by the horn, to call these leaders to a round table and have that difficult conversation. Are you in this for yourself or for the country? Let me know what you think in the comment section. See you on the next one.
Who built it? Military. ABB built it. National Assembly. Who built it? Military. Hold on. Aso Villa. Who built it? Military. Even this transport that Mr. Obasanjo sold to cronies. Who built it? The military. Tell me what this democracy, demonstration of president we are practicing, what has it gotten us to? Rather, Nigerians are suffering because they are stealing our money that is meant to be used for our people yesterday have been stolen.
Let's make progress.
Immunity is impunity. License to rob, to steal the people blind, and to kill. Where you see governors, some governors are having security vote, billions. What are they doing with the security vote? And you are getting money from the federal. Everybody's pointing finger at the federal. The federal. I'm not holding brief for the federal. Yes, they have the right to point finger at the federal because they are the superior head. But what about the other branches that are stealing us dry? Who is speaking? I heard Mr. President asking Nigerians, ask your governors, what are they doing with the money that is sending to them? But I went to YouTube last time to find out that report, that investigation, press briefing. It's not there. Nigerians should ask their governors, what are they doing with these billions? We are hearing billions, trillions. What have they done with the money that have been given to them?
They have used it to support APC election.
Pastors visit the president and they look him in the eye and tell him the bitter truth. Yes, they speak it to him boldly. You know they try. We know like what they do. We want change. And that is what we want from our pastors, our Marlins and co. They told him, because he has in face bold, Omo, it say, and that kind of video they tell and thank you, may come carry one or two, you know, you get that kind of everything now, but you don't happen like that. They look at him in the eye and they told him the bitter truth. They told him what we are going through. Because tell me, with everything that is happening in this country, the president still have the nerves, the effrontery to come out and say they are going to remove subsidy for electricity where we they manage in 2027. Now, so they start for fuel, they come out. Now they won't come out for electricity where we they manage. Yes, this administration is not trying. This administration has failed us. We don't want more road to be fixed, more flyover to be fixed. We want insecurity to be fixed. Yes.
Because they will try to rig. Tinubu will lead this country to a war path. Because they will try to rig. And there will be vehement resistance. At the end of the day, we may have a president who will run away. Because we're not backing down. This time around, enough is enough. Tinubu will lead this country.
Barkanmu da warhaka. A satin da ya gabata mun ga cewa bishops watakan shugabannin cocin Katolika sun kai ma shugaban ƙasa ziyara. Wannan ziyara da suka kai mashi sun ba shi shawarwari daban-daban, kanan kuma sun gaya mashi halin da ƙasa take ciki. Wa'anda ke bin kafafen labarai za su gane cewa fada shugaban ƙasa ba ta ji daɗin wa'annan shawarwari ba da kuma gaskiya da kuma al'amuran da ke faruwa a ƙasa da suka gaya mashi shugaban ƙasa, musamman ba shi shawara cewa a tabbatar da cewa an yi zaɓe na gaskiya ba tare da maguɗi ba. Sannan kuma sun ƙara ba shi shawara cewa bai kamata a ce Najeriya a matsayinta ƙasa wadda ke gudanar da mulkinta ta farkin demokaradiyya ya zamanta cewa jam'iyya ɗaya ita ke yin komai. So kuma mu muna tunani kuma mun amince mun san cewa za a gayyaci malamanmu na addinin musulunci musamman daga sashen arewa. Shawarar da za mu bada shine ku taimaka yanda bishops suka ba shi shawara kuma suka gaya mashi gaskiya al'amarin abin da ke faruwa a ƙasa, kuma dan Allah in kun je ku gaya mashi cewa ga halin da ƙasa take ciki, ku kuma gaya mashi gaskiya. Kada a je da magana cewa ana buƙatar hilin da za a gina masallaci, kada a je da magana cewa akwai babban masallacin da ake gina da ba ida ba ana buƙatar taimakon gwamnati. Kada a je mashi da wa'annan maganganu, kada a je mashi da maganganun da cewa kanku kaɗai za ku amfana. A je mashi da maganganun da za su bayyana mashi cewa ƙasa na cikin hali, ana buƙatan taimako. Kada ku kai mashi abubuwan da naku ne na son rai kaɗai, sai kun dawo kuma ku ce mu a riƙa ma ƙasa addu'a. Addu'ar da za a yi ma ƙasa ɗaya ita ce, in kuka je ku gaya mashi gaskiya ga al'amarin da ke faruwa cikin ƙasa, ga abin da ke faruwa. Ita kaɗai ake buƙata, babu wani abin kuma da buƙata a dawo a ce mu a ta addu'a. Addu'an ne, ku gaya mashi gaskiya ita ce addu'a.
Okay, summary of that. MC Tagwaye, now remember the guy. This guy na Igbo guy.
To a war.
The another, but nope. MC Tagwaye calls on Northern Islamic scholars to speak the truth to Tinubu. MC Tagwaye Nigeria to speak. To speak. Where is this? To speak the truth to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his administration. He said that they should advise the government based on what is best for the country, not on personal interest or religious considerations. His remarks come shortly after senior Christian bishops met with the president and openly expressed their concerns about the country's political situation. Moving along.
Nigeria is not safe, and I have to admit, unfortunately, because if I do one more step down, I'm gonna fall down. This is the most dangerous thing I have seen in Nigeria so far, and that's a cliff. And for the rest, guys, Nigeria has been super amazing, treating me like a king. Everywhere I come, people are very welcoming, happy to see me, take photos with me. I'm sincerely having a great time here. And yeah, do I feel safe traveling in Nigeria? I feel absolutely.
I keep saying this thing. See, listen to me and listen correctly. On a normal day, I would be more than happy and excited to know that a foreigner came to our lands to appreciate the goodness of our place. But you see one thing, as long as APC is still in power, I don't believe nothing. Have you guys noticed this guy? He travels a lot. He travels everywhere. We know this, right? But all of a sudden, he comes just before the elections in 2027. And everything he says about Nigeria is so perfect. It's so beautiful. Oh, people are saying Nigeria is not safe. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Let's stop lying to prop Nigeria, and all of a sudden you see all these content creators, all these travel guides and everything coming into Nigeria to convince the world that, oh my God, it is safe. Bro, we that live here are not comfortable. We that live here are having issues with everything. You see half of the places you showcase on your page, we that live in Nigeria cannot even see the beauty of our own country because it is not safe. Let's stop playing these games. Let's stop teaching the world that, oh my God, we are not there yet. Nigeria is the most welcoming place. I have said this before. When it comes to entertaining foreigners, we are there. Yes. We embrace any nationality, whether you're European, American, or you're African. We embrace you. But you see, let's not close our eyes to the fact that Nigerians are not comfortable. Nigerians can't close their eyes and rest because of the insecurities here. So this right here, I don't want to use allegedly. I'm not going to say, oh, they paid him, but it looks paid. It feels paid. And you see, when you look like a duck and quack like a duck, you is a duck. Yep. You think it is by mistake that even the police gives us curfew? At our grown age, we have to be in the house at a certain hour. You do not notice what is going on in Lagos right now? Apparently, it's now a crime to own a luxury car. Some in Lagos, right? But other people, they actually take their time to invest in these things just so they can elevate, because I'm sorry, we are in one of the most materialistic ever. Yep. In Nigeria, even the broke will shame another broke person. So people have to invest in their cars just to show off, because hey, that way of Nigerians. But let's not forget that the thugs in Lagos right now, they are a handful. It is getting out of hand. I understand they use these people during election time, but they're not controlling it. Just the same way they did with Boko Haram. When Boko Haram started, it was in a small zone, it was controlled. Now they're all over. It's from Boko Haram to headsmen to everything. Let's stop lying to ourselves, because the moment we start lying is the moment we stop fixing things and demanding accountability from our governor and presidents. What are we doing? All this rose-colored glasses, like, oh, let's pretend. I am so sick of pretending. Dirty. Lagos is unsafe. Yes, there might not be Boko Harams and headsmen like in other parts doing things, but there are many other things. One day I was talking to my friend, she's like, I can't even drive on a 10 mainland bridge because what if my car stops? And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, do you know the thugs that are there? There are thugs that set traps in Lagos right now so that people's cars can get destroyed, and they still charge you to take your car out of there. Look what happened at Pella's wedding. Are we blind?
Exactly.
Are we blind? If this is not insecurity, I don't know what is. This is a call to the Lagos state government. Whoever is in charge of these people need to control them. This is unacceptable. I struggle and I work very hard for everything I own just to go out and be harassed by these people. The other day, I took my daughter to the dentist. In between climbing on that bridge going towards Falomo, these little kids, they came to my car begging. I just ignored them. I kept. See, 30 minutes of being stuck in traffic, I had never felt so much frustration in my life. They were climbing my car, they were banging my car, they started licking my glass. I had spit stains all over my glass. This is unacceptable behavior. This is not how a city like Lagos should be. This is a shame. And then you bring these white people into our country to tell us what exactly. We that live here worry all the time. Everything to happen. Apparently, all the kidnappings are on pause right now, but when is it going to start up again? When is it going to start up again? And everybody wants to convince us that, oh, everything is good. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Is that normal behavior? The only way to fix Nigeria is by admitting that we have a problem. That is the only way. There's no sugarcoating. There's no, oh, let's talk nice because it's our nation. We need to fix our country so that when people come here, we're not insulted. When we go out to other countries, we are respected like human beings. Because Nigerians are not being treated outside because of the way we accept nonsense in our country.
Yep.
The government, everything needs to be changed. I'm sorry, because they look at us and laugh. I keep hearing someone like David Omoye say, they're talking about me, they want me. I am sorry, somebody was unalived in your house and you're still sitting in power and you're being praised and tapped on the back because apparently the law only works for the poor people. We need to fix our country. Come 2027, it's going to be different. If you haven't gotten your voter's card, please do that. Let's never get off that topic. I know we've slowed down on it because there's so much going on in Nigeria. Like I say, you cannot even drink water and drop your cup in peace. But don't ever get it twisted. Do not let people convince you that your votes don't count, because they do. Get your voter's card and let's vote correctly. This country, you'll be shocked how fast it can actually change in a positive way, that can influence your life in a positive way. Okay? Not what's going on right now. See you on my next video.
Nigerians have woken up. We need more and more to keep waking up, but they have. Before, this country, people, they do content with that. It don't change. People, I don't open now. Oyibo man, they take picture, they say Nigeria, na lie, Lori, they don't plant them. Even for that Pella wedding, they plant them. You see those two people when they come for Pella wedding, the few people they come with, all those Oyibo, they give out 20 dole of cash. Almost suspect. Those people not come with pure hand. They come to come gather information. Hey, Nigerians, the open eye. I'm very happy. Our focus is very singular. I'm telling you, that's where it needs to be. Let's focus on the issues. Any APC person that's coming, tell us, where is your president certificate, your candidate? Show us. No beat about. Tell us. Tell us, what does he have? What has he done? What did he achieve in his 3 years, in his first 90 days, in his first year? Okay, the people that are siphoning, defrauding, they are still working with him. Why? Gbajabi Amila is still there. The other guy from Kogi is still there. The issues, bring it out. Don't let them put you on the defensive. You should put them on the defensive. They should be answering your questions, not the other way around. No. Okay, let's move forward.
Some points we all thought that bandits and Fulani bandits is gone. Yes. Now let me read this thing to you. Breaking: terrorists invade Enugu Catholic Church, abduct seminarians, worshippers during Sunday Mass. Now see the second one. Christian genocide. Tears as Catholic diocese buried 27 Christians killed by Fulani terrorists in southern Kaduna. This is the video playing. Now, this incident happened barely within 24 to 48 hours after Nigerian bishops and cardinals had meeting with Tinubu. Now, is this thing ringing a bell? We thought everywhere is silent. Now, after the meeting, our president had with the cardinals and the bishops, this thing happened. Barely 24 to 48 hours. Now, terrorists started again. They killed in Kaduna. Catholic worshippers, they killed in Enugu. What is happening? What is happening in this country? The problem now is, why is the president not talking about it? You that is saying that it's conspiracy, why is the president not talking about it? If the president don't know anything about it, why is he not talking about it? Why is he not struggling to make sure what is happening? Who is these people killing these people? Why is our president silent? Just tell yourself the truth. Why is this man not talking? After the meeting he had, because the meeting does not suit him. Thank you so much to our Cardinal John. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you to our bishops. You people heard the voice of the masses. Thank you so much, our bishop and our cardinals. Thank you so much. Because the meeting did not sit well with our president Tinubu and the cardinals and the bishop. Now, within 24 to 48 hours, killings happening in Enugu. Attack Catholic. Abducted seminarians. Now they won't do anything about it. Abducted worshippers. Where are they? Where did they keep them? They killed 20 Catholics in Kaduna. Just check it. You know the truth. You know the truth. You that is supporting the government, you know the truth. You cannot be sacrificing human blood because of your own selfish interest. Just know if you are supporting the government because of the little money they are giving you. That is just blood money if you don't know. People have died because of Nigerian insecurity and insurgency. Yet, you are supporting bad government that is not doing anything for the country. God forbid.
Okay. So my Yoruba fellow Obi supporters and family in the house, Oriyomi and the rest, let's in case Oriyomi listen to this on replay.
Lówó lọ́tọ̀, láyé ọ̀tọ̀. Ó tún bó ṣe ń rìkọ́dì tó ń gbé sórí péjì ẹ̀yẹn TikTok tún máa fẹ́ lówó lọ́tọ̀, láyé ọ̀tọ̀. Ó tún da owó fún ẹ. Kí ló wá ná ẹ? Kọ̀kọ̀ wá bí kọ̀kọ̀ jókòó, kọ̀kọ̀ jẹ́ typing all the time. Gbé sórí péjì ẹ. Gbogbo akọ́lá máa jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀. Tí kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ bàbá ẹ má bínú sà. Tí kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ Pẹ́lá kò sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Nàìjíríà, kò sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìlọsíwájú Nàìjíríà níṣẹ́jú kan rí. Gbàm. Pé kí Nàìjíríà lọ síwájú kò sọ níṣẹ́jú kan rí. Ẹ lọ́wọ́ bó bá ṣe báyìí wọ́n á gbé sórí péjì ẹ̀ torí pé wọ́n mọ̀ kó máa da owó fún wọn. Ṣùgbọ́n ìwọ tó wá ń sọ wípé ò fẹ́ ìlọsíwájú fórílẹ̀-èdè ẹ̀, a máa sọ̀rọ̀ kẹtakẹta ń bí ò ní lè gbé sórí péjì ẹ̀. Bó bá gbé sórí péjì ẹ̀ yóò dówó. Why tó wá fi ń gbé péjì ẹni tó ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó kàn ń ṣe nǹkan títí ẹ̀ ẹ̀dẹ̀ ń gbé ibi téèyàn ti máa béèyàn ṣe máa ń lọ sí béèyàn ṣe máa ń kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ campaign tó lágbára lórí social media nìyẹn. Àwọn èèyàn tó ń ṣe campaign ní Nàìjíríà ń ṣe títí wọn. Ẹ jẹ́ kí campaign orí social media tí Peter Obi kó borí gbogbo wọn. Gbàm. Kódà kọ́ máa wọrí pé ẹ lọ wọrí péjì mi.
Oh, here what she's saying is all these people, you people be following Pella, you everything he does, you be following him. People follow him because of what he does, you know, and they're making money off of him and stuff like that. What about you? Pella has never spoken anything about how Nigeria is going to move forward. But you have your own platform. You're not using it to push for your cap or to be topping the charts, the algorithm. Peter be supposed to be on top of algorithm. Wetin go better your life, wetin go improve, wetin go make your life better when Nigeria go take move forward. You know they concerned about her. That's what she's talking about here. I don't think that really concerns us. Let me move to the hold on. Let's see.
So,
Tẹ́bá rí
eléyìí.
Let's move forward. That's not. I'm going to come back. Since Oriyomi is not here, let's just move forward.
That's pure love. Organic.
My people, we know you all have been suffering for a long time now. Yeah? We wish there were other ways, but there's none. Apart from rice. Yeah? And once you eat this rice, you rise above poverty. So we are about to share the rice now. So you have to give us a PVC that will give you one rice. One PVC, one rice. Yes. So let's start sharing. Okay, your PVC. Okay, that's good.
Thank you.
Your PVC. Oh, that's very good, eh? Your PVC.
They don't give better rice. They don't give us all rice. Rice, compassion.
Your PVC.
They remember us.
That's very good. Where's your PVC?
Oh, yes, I don't have, but I'm hungry.
Lazy youth, you don't have PVC. Easy. My your PVC.
Are you about to trade another 4 years of our life with a few cups of rice? Mommy, I was only 10 when they stood up there. They promised us heaven and earth. They promised us security, Mommy, but what has changed? Mommy, the rice they bought years ago finished before they got into their house. I carry a burden a child should never carry. Mommy, they stole my childhood, but now they want to buy my future.
This is adult conversation. Yeah? Nobody invited you. I'm taking these people out of hunger.
Adult conversation. If kidnappers attack, do they only attack the adults? If hunger enters a home, does he only affect the adults? If school becomes too expensive, is it only the adult that will stay at home? Sir, tell me, do you know how many children sleep hungry? Do you know how many children skip school because their parents couldn't afford school fees? Sir, you made us desperate. Then you return after 4 years with gifts because desperation is easier to control than hope.
If you look at these things, it depends on the perspective. We didn't actually create all these problems. It came even from our predator.
Correct me again, I will nod you. Our government does not run on intelligence.
So we met these things here. You people don't make us look like this. But one thing we can promise you, this time is going to be different.
Different.
Sid.
That was what you told my grandmother years ago.
No fault.
But guess where she is? You promised us a better tomorrow. But sir, as your child, when I look ahead of me, I can't see the future promised us. I only see more waiting, more excuses, more suffering. Mommy, our future is in your hand. The ballot is not just a paper. It's our job. It's our education. It's our future. If you sell your vote today, you're not just borrowing pain from the future. And who are going to pay it? Us, your children. So please, do not choose temporary relief over permanent change. Think about the generations coming after you. Think about us. You may not just fail yourself. You may fail an entire generation, Mommy.
My daughter, please forgive me. It's hunger. Hunger lasts for a day. And bad leadership lasts for years. This time around, we are going to look into. Please, forgive me. Forgive me.
Mommy, that's what we are asking. Do not vote for someone that gives you food today,
Vote for someone that gives you hope tomorrow. Bags of rice feed a family for just days. But a good decision feed generations.
Word.
The small girl is really schooling the governor. You don't know. Our leaders are the real Olodo uprising.
I don't like the fact that this talk is getting to me. I know who I am. I wicked woman. You can't convince me. Remind me who I am. You can be a better person, Your Excellency. Talk to me again.
Oh yeah, my BBC. Give it to me, John.
Why you not crying?
Give me my BBC. What nonsense is this? Collect your BBC. Collect my own already. Taking my own.
I don't
You know
remove
that
emotion, fling that away for bush. Who emotion for him? You are dealing with a monster. No hear it in the man talk. Everything is fair.
Yes, you are even nice.
Don't tears, oh, tears are dry.
You won't give her rice back. Not be our money, they take buy am. I beg, collect the rice. Get them big one, we go still collect them. I beg, if not they come next time, make una put Maggi, ororo, onions, make we put inside. Now we know that's where we go vote. We go vote our conscience. And we go see collect the rice, we chop am.
I beg, go give me the rice. I go see vote my conscience. Give me, I need that.
Leave them. Carry the remaining rice. Let's go and see if we meet other women that fall victim for our wickedness. Let's see a date.
Governor Omoye, in a courtesy visit at Ibuntu community, gave out a few items such as KK, food items, and clothes to the people of Ibuntu. The governor promised to provide for them until they are totally free from poverty. The women leader passionately commended the effort of governor and assured governor that second tenure is sure for him. In her exact word, we will vote our governor, Governor Onaiyekan. One of the beneficiaries of Governor Onayekan's scholarship scheme, Abibat, came to thank the governor with tears of joy for giving her scholarship to university level.
Lord of God.
Oh my God.
Means that when Bakuma, you wonder they got a chimum Muslim ticket.
Whoever comes to preach a Muslim ticket to us again in 2027, we will bring him down from the podium. This is Sadwana Sakin Hausawa rejects another Muslim ticket. Onaiyekan to presidency. We are done talking. Govern better. Moving on.
I know you're discouraged. It doesn't count and all. I want you all to get your PVC. I know you're discouraged. It doesn't count, but we are Christians. We are supposed to keep the laws of the land. We are supposed to do our civic responsibility. You say they have already determined who is going to let us do our own. Let us do our own. I beg you. I want you all to get your PVC. I know you're discouraged. It doesn't count and all, but we are Christians. We are supposed to keep the laws of the land.
Okay. Tinubu using tribal and religious sentiments as campaign strategy because he's incompetent and has nothing to offer Nigerians. Peter Obi. We have seen this Donaza. Okay.
If it's only you, don't worry, you are soon going to die. These people that are leading us are insane. You cannot have sense and watch people just continue like this, continue moving about, taking people anyhow, and you are not doing anything about it. Who is actually ruling this country?
Someone failed at a post. The next thing is to go and run for another post.
A governor who finished his term and was supposed to be facing the FCC for a fraud case of over 80 billion naira or so is running for senatorship in a country where they are normal, educated people.
Across the north, between July 2024 and June 2025, about 3,000 people were kidnapped. For every single one of these terrorist attacks, there has been no valid response.
If Nigeria is benefiting only you, don't worry, you are soon going to die. It's not a cause. A society that benefits just a certain amount of people will soon be met with the harsh reality that poverty will cause people to attack even less. Because look at it, that's what they are using these boys for, as tools to kidnap people.
As a random citizen, you say something, they pick you up. Terrorists are posting stuff. Do you know what it means to go live on social media? And they know that nothing will happen. These guys are being called bandits is under problem. They are not bandits, they are terrorists. And they don't deserve reintegration. They don't deserve to be amongst the people. They should be dealt with thoroughly. Is either they are in control or we are in control. You know, a country that has lost its monopoly of violence has lost a lot of things. Yes. If you're watching this episode and for whatever reason, personal gain, and you still support this government, wicked person. I'm not even saying to look for a government that will do everything. I'm saying, can you just put premium on the lives of your people? What's the value of human life? Foreign reserves have gone up. To what end? What does it benefit the average man? If you collect 5,000 naira to sell your vote, when they kidnap you, 5,000 naira will not pay a ransom. 5,000 naira will not feed you for 1 week. So before you take that step, think about it. And if you still think it's a good investment, go ahead. If you think this mess that we are currently in as a country is worth being in, go ahead, sell the vote.
When they kidnap the person, family member. Hey, this is
okay.
2 things I want to add. First,
Cardinal Onaiyekan made it to a radio station today, earlier on today.
The only 2 things I want to.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
That the meeting. The only 2 things I want to add.
Okay.
2 things I want to add. First, we are hoping that our meeting with the president or our encounter with the government of Nigeria did not end with that visit. We are hoping that somehow or the other he will invite us, not necessarily to meet him, President Tinubu, but at least to open up channels for us to give more information, more concerns that we have than we could give in the 10 minutes talk that we give to him. So we are still waiting for that.
Welcome,
we are believing that somehow they may have a change of mind. They may try to ask for our to hear from us more. If we say that the economy is bad, can we please let them know? Since they seem to know, I will tell them. So that's why we're waiting for that. Secondly, the second point I want to make is that we didn't go there just as Catholic bishops pushing Catholic agenda. No, we went there as the people who are with the spiritual mandate to speak to anybody in the name of God. That being so, we are hoping that our message will be shared by other religious leaders in Nigeria.
That's it.
First, other Christians in the context of CAN, and indeed other believers, namely including our Muslim religious leaders in the context. They have the monopoly of wisdom, and that they have done the best that is possible, and that there can be no improvement on what they are doing. No government does that.
Okay,
every government is limited. Only God rules perfectly. If they admit that there may be some things that needs to be corrected, adjusted, changed, then we will make progress. Otherwise, government might continue to create position where there is no need, enemies for themselves where there is no need. At the end of the day, the important thing is the good of Nigerians. And by Nigerians, I mean the people we meet on the road, all those poor people, young people who have no jobs, or old people who can't pay the medications that old people normally need. I know what it costs to be an old man in Nigeria today. Many old people of my age, 82, cannot afford drugs for blood pressure, for sugar, for all of those things. These are the issues that we appreciate the wonderful statistics that government is putting up about how great things that they have done with economic reforms, macroeconomic reforms, and showing that we are doing very well. It's okay up there, but we want to see it down with at the grassroots level. Okay. That's all I wanted to add to what everybody already knows.
All right, thank you for that addition as well. And like I said earlier, this is something that has attracted national attention, but just to put the conversation into a context. But looking at part of the reactions that we have also gotten after that particular meeting, the presidency, his response to the bishop assessment also suggested that they are not on the agreeing table with the views of the Catholic bishops. And one of them even went as far as saying the Catholic bishops are not the sole voices on Nigeria's reality. What would be your response to that? Do you think it addresses the substantive concerns the bishop raised during that particular meeting?
With all due respect, I will not even answer that question. We have no response for them.
Bam.
We've spoken. The only response we are waiting for is whether it's affecting the way they are governing. That some of the supporters of government and the states and spokesperson may have their own idea about what they think they should be saying in behalf of their principal. That's their business, not mine. As for response to the things that we are hearing, I don't even have to say anything because the social media is full of response from the Nigerian people. And that for me is more than enough.
Yes, Cardinal, we got
you. Do you think, yeah, I appreciate you not responding to it, but you also raised an issue about people who the president surrounded himself with, saying, not telling him the truth. Do you think they are part of those people too?
Pardon?
Hello, sir?
Yes, pardon, yes. No, please, can you repeat that? I've told you already that I'm not even prepared to start engaging anybody. No, don't forget that I was not defending my own thesis.
Exactly.
The document was prepared by the bishops of Nigeria, and we are a big number, and it was passed unanimously. So we all spoke together, and that's very important. That a group like bishops coming from different parts of Nigeria, different tribes, are able to speak with one voice in the country called Nigeria, where the name of the game is to divide and polarize people. That's very interesting, and that's very important.
Very
and I think
important.
the government ought to take that seriously. But we don't have any political ambitions to anything. Even our church law does not even allow us to get engaged in party politics. So even if I wanted to be presidential candidate, I can't be. Any Reverend Father who goes into partisan politics is going against our rules, and that is well known. So we don't have to. We just have to say the only question is, are we telling the truth? And the only way to prove that is what is on the ground.
Exactly.
We have spoken what we believe is the truth. Maybe the people in government may have a different idea, but that's life. That's how it is.
Okay. Your Eminence, please. Some observers argue that the government, and just like also you alluded to, the government often focus on the macroeconomic indicators, such as the GDP growth, the foreign direct investments, and the inflation trends as well. You have also talked about that, being on the positive side. Why the citizen, judge performance based on the cost of food, transportation, healthcare, even education and jobs. I'd like to have in your opinion now, because that seems to be where the government is and where the Bishop Conference is coming from. How should the government balance economic perspective with the everyday reality of Nigerians?
There is nothing that we said to Mr. Tinubu that others have not said.
Exactly.
We are reading papers. We are following the various. Luckily, we don't have only one government television station. We have many television stations. Mm-hmm. They are all telling this. Everybody. We have enough facts on ground about the reality of the life of the Nigerian. If we admit that the role of government is the welfare of citizens, then it means we are not going to judge the success of our government on the basis of the statistics from GDP, from World Bank, whatever. No matter what those ones are, the important thing is how is the life of the Nigerian? And that's what we are talking about. Obviously, GDP, increasing GDP, direct foreign investment, all this will make sense if they are making the life of Nigerians better, or livable, and for the youth, if it's giving them hope for the future, and they are able to finish, those who finish university, get a job, start building a family, and preparing for the future. I hope you know that the terrible thing now is many of our young people, they have struggled to finish university, and they are all running around degrees. They are unable to get a job. Therefore, they can't even think of marriage. They can't think of starting a family. They can't think of planning their life. That is terrible. That is terrible. And there are many of them. The children of the ministers, the children of the members of the House of the National Assembly, and there may be the children of the captains of industry and finance. All those people, yes, their children are okay.
Yep.
In fact, they are marrying among themselves.
Yes.
But the ordinary poor children who are now 20, 25, going into 30, going into 35, and they are still not found their way. We cannot close our eyes to that. When I was 35, I knew already where I was. I was already a lecturer in the major seminary. There are 35-year-old boys now, young men now who they've been finding around their degrees for the past 10 years. No movement. That's why they are all trying to run away from this country. We cannot close our eyes when the youth are running away from their own nation. It is the future that is being drained.
Exactly.
And who are those who can even run away? It's very few. Very few can even afford to run. The majority cannot run away. They have not got the way. They cannot get a visa. They cannot pay for going through other back doors, which means we're going to have a whole army of young people who are frustrated.
Exactly.
The government should not take that lightly. They cannot take that lightly. We are sitting on a ticking bomb. And Nigeria deserves better than that. It doesn't take too much, to make things right. The only thing it takes is a political will to do the right thing, to be honest in how government is run, to be just to everybody, to be fair in dealings. That's all you need. And that doesn't cost too much. And that doesn't make the government, people who are in government, poor and wretched. No, the contrary. They can be comfortable and still do the right thing. And that's all that bishops are saying. Well, I must tell you that we're now in the era of the social media, so we're able to monitor what people think about what we have said. If the people say we have said the right thing, we are happy enough. We're hoping that the government will catch up with the people.
Okay, now let's look at it from the government perspective, because we have roughly about 7 months to
No, okay. All right.
Can you hear me now, sir?
Yes, I think I've almost reached the end because I've planned other things for 9:30.
Oh, that's correct. Okay, but
another 5 minutes and we should be finished.
Oh, okay, God willing. Okay, let's look at it from this perspective. With roughly 7 months to the general election, some are of the opinion that such assessment of the state of the nation to the president in that manner clearly shows the stand, of the bishops about the presidency and the upcoming campaigns in 2027, saying why the message at this point in time. Hello, Bishop.
Democracy,
okay.
Democracy, genuine democracy, is built on free and fair elections.
Bam.
You can also add free, fair, and credible elections.
Bam.
Any democracy that cannot do free, fair, and credible election cannot come up with good governance.
Bam.
Elections have consequences.
Bam.
Bad elections leads to bad government.
Bam.
And bad government leads to misery among the people.
Bam.
That is why we're interested. That's why we're interested. When we were under military regime, we didn't talk about elections. And the military boys who were ruling us didn't claim to be ruling in our name. Now we are in a democracy, and the rulers say that they are ruling in our name. We can't keep quiet, people claiming to be working in our name when they are not.
Bam.
And we have every right to insist that the normal arrangement that every 4 years, the government in power presents itself to be assessed through election. That's the point.
Okay,
it is not your position that this guy is going to be assessed in the next election. It is the government that will be assessed whether they should continue or
not.
It is the rule of democracy everywhere.
Yes.
It is the rule of it. You notice that, for example, in England, you will find there are only two major parties. The Conservatives will rule for the 4 years they have there. And when election comes, they have a rough time winning an election again. And generally they lose, and the Labour takes over. And that is right now the Labour is the power in England, and the Conservatives are preparing to take over next time. And when that happens, the nation moves. The nation moves, does not stagnate. Listen, we have never had a free and fair election in this country. Even the famous June 12th. How free and fair was it?
It was not.
We had an election here in Federal Capital the other day for, I don't know what, for a member of the House of Assembly or whatever. We had an election here. Only 17% of registered voters actually voted. Is that a democracy?
No.
And the last election we had about 30% of registered voters showed up. And this is because people have lost interest in the electoral process. And I think it is in our interest. And the government, who has all the powers, so please make sure that the trust of the people in the electoral process is restored so that we can get at least 50% of Nigerians voting.
Okay.
And that will happen, for example, if the electoral field is seen to be fair and equal for everybody, then people will know that their votes will count.
Yes.
My fear is that if it becomes very clear to Nigerians that no matter what happens, the APC will win, if that becomes clear, then most people won't go bother going to the election, waste their time going for election. And even if the government, the ruling power wins, it will not mean a real victory, actually. And it is not going to be possible to deliver good government. So we have to think beyond the interests of the politicians. We have to think above all on the interests of the people.
Bam.
And the people of Nigeria. We cannot all join political parties. We cannot not all become candidates for elections. But we are all voters because it concerns each and every one of us.
Yes.
Okay. Your Eminence, please, just before
efforts to debate to improve electoral climate so that the trust of the people will be restored and we will have an election that will be free, fair, and credible.
Okay, that's fine. I'm sure the president also responded to that particular by saying INEC is neutral. They give equal opportunity to all political parties and every other thing. Yeah, I've taken your point on
if
that.
INEC is neutral, what it means was even if INEC is neutral, you have to know that the election outcome is also affected by the activities and the performance of the security agents who claim to be securing the election.
Exactly.
But who often end up intimidating people with sirens all over the place, which doesn't happen in decent democracies.
Yep.
In Italy, we hold election regularly. You never know that the election is taking place. You leave your office, go and vote, and go back to your office. They don't declare public holiday. They don't stop traffic. Like here, everything is held up because we are holding an election. Doesn't happen like that in a civilized environment. Those are the things we are talking about. We also, as you notice, we are talking about why it's always difficult for INEC to even perform well with all good intentions. The rules that guide these activities has left a lot of room for improvement. We have been talking about reforming the electoral rules. It's very difficult. And of course, we still know that the government in power appoints the INEC.
Bam.
We have to find a way out of that. Because if the government in power appoints the INEC, namely the referees, it's difficult to have a fair game. Unless you have a very strong chairman of INEC who decides to stand up against all measures. And
Not
they don't
this
have to.
one,
They don't have to.
yes, ma.
I
Yes,
think we can change the rules. Maybe not for 2037, but we should start working towards it.
Yes.
Okay, that's noted. Let me allow one or two callers to be part of the conversation now before I pose my last question to you. I said, let's give opportunities to citizens, one or two, to be a part of the conversation before I let you go. Your Eminence, please. Thank you so much. Be a part of the conversation now on 090-40-40-1025, 0815-200-1025. Those are the numbers to be a part of the conversation. Our guest on the show this morning is John Cardinal Onaiyekan. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Yes, good morning to you. Your name,
It's
location,
Emmanuel, I'm speaking to you
and
from
go straight to your point.
I want to commend the Cardinal. He's doing well. These are the kind of voices we need, in our environment. And I want him to know that history will be kind to him. For those who do not really know what he stood for, they should go and check his role during the military government and even in the democratic dispensation. You can't have people like this and then put them into pressure into keeping quiet. So I want to commend him, and everything he's doing. Thank you and good morning.
All right. Thank you so much for your contribution. You can still be a part of it too on 090-40-40-1025, 0815-200-1025. Let me have this other one. Good morning. Oh, sorry about that. That's from your end. Okay, quickly, Your Eminence, let's touch on this. Okay, let's pick this. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning to you.
I wanted to really appreciate you see, why I want to appreciate him is that he's a person who never one day called white black or black white. And these are the kind of people we want in this country. The president and all the executives of this country are elected to represent our interest. But I wonder why, after being elected, they became lord over us and they never even want to hear whatever we are talking about. Must it supposed to be so?
You ask them. You ask them.
Go on. Are you done?
Why is it that when they are looking for our vote, they make promises, and when they get to the house, they forget the promises?
Exactly.
We should not be keeping quiet while they are there for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
There should be a way whereby we could keep challenging them every time they come. If they ever come home on holidays, you hold a town hall meeting, challenge them. What exactly are you doing? Are you taking care of this? Instead of waiting for them to don't ask little bits of charity in terms of constituency allowances and things like that. These are partly our faults too. We allow anything.
Yeah, we allowed it.
Above all, next election comes and we vote. They tell us we vote them back again. We never really challenge them, hold them accountable.
Mm-hmm.
That's the system has to be changed to make that possible.
Exactly. Facts. That was a great interview. I'm glad I caught up to it. You know, he went again. Go with this thing. He doubled down. Nothing they happen. He doubled down.
Education here. The Catholic Bishops' Conference, highest body, decision making of the Catholic Church in Nigeria. They have a secretariat, the Catholic Bishops' Secretariat, the Catholic Church Secretariat, based in Lagos here. Over the years, let's just mark it and say since 1999, that Catholic Bishops' Conference has established itself as a voice of reason in this Nigerian society. It refused to be intimidated during the military period and stood for democracy. It has established itself as a conference that promotes the ideal of the prophetic church. It is Father George Usani who has articulated that concept of the prophetic church in a book of the same title, saying that the church stands firm to defend the interests of the congregation and to promote the interests of the weak against the interests of the oppressors.
Yes.
And so when John Cardinal Onaiyekan leaves a meeting with the president and he grants an interview on television, and he says, well, the president seems to have a wrong idea of the reality of Nigeria. And we told him what the reality is, that the people are suffering, that the education sector needs to be rescued, that poverty is a major problem, and that his government is not delivering the objectives. And then Daniel Bwala comes after him. What's my brother's name? Ajayi Temitope also comes after him and says that the cardinal is talking nonsense. The cardinal does not need anything from them. He's not one of those people who mix religion with politics. And just for purposes of clarification, both Temitope Ajayi and Daniel Bwala, they've asked John Cardinal Onaiyekan to apologize. He's not going to apologize.
For what?
Because that's not how the Anglican Church behaves, and that's not how the Catholic Church of Nigeria also behaves. Now, ADC and some other political parties, they are backing up John Cardinal Onaiyekan. The Catholic priests, they are well trained, they are well exposed. Yep. I don't know of any Catholic priest that would bow before state secular authority. So, maybe government should just take the feedback and just move on, because John Cardinal Onaiyekan is not going to apologize. He has said it, and the duty of the church is to speak truth to power. Very quickly about the Catholic bishops now and Cardinal Onaiyekan. I think, some education here. The Catholic Bishops' Conference.
Let's move on.
We won the last presidential election comprehensively. And I'll give you two very genuine instances, and then as our listeners will make up their mind. In a state called Benue, Mr. Peter Obi won 15 local government. The man who was declared winner in that election won 8 local government. By some incredible stroke of magic, the man who won 8 local government is said to have defeated the man who won 15 local government, including all of the urban local governments. In Obiakpo, River State. Until recently, Obiakpo is the home state of Governor Minister Yesom, former governor. Until recently, I have not checked recently, the result of Obiakpo local government showed that Peter Obi won comprehensively. Yeah. But by some stroke of magic, what was uploaded in INEC IREF portal was different from what was declared at the coalition center. And then to even add salt to injury, Peter Obi won the major metropolitan local government in River State. Yeah. Here in Lagos, Peter Obi defeated the incumbent president. We have a president today who did not win his home state in the election that made him president. Peter Obi did not only defeat him in Ali Mosho local government, defeated him in Ikeja, defeated him in Bodilion. Even his own neighbor voted against him in an election where he was declared president. This president lost all of the major population centers in the last presidential election. He lost in Rivers, at least from what we know. He lost in Lagos. He lost in Abuja. He lost in Kano. So where did the president get the votes that made him president? The mathematics is not mathing. And I am a trained industrial mathematician. I understand what I am talking about. But that is now with the benefit of hindsight. That is now in the past. Your next question was that young people were unhappy with Mr. Peter Obi because he did not allow them to protest or to express their grievances in the last presidential election. You must understand the way the mind of the man works. Until you give him a reason not to believe in a system, he will follow that system to the latter. He was governor of Anambra State. He contested the election. He was rigged out. He went to court. He's the first governor in the history of Nigeria. Please fact check me. To recover his mandate from the court.
So he believed that the court was going to do
He
something.
was impeached for saving money by the state assembly. He did not fight. He did not protest. As a governor, he has the capacity to turn the state upside down. No. He went to court and the court gave him judgment and returned him back to office. When his tenure had not expired and they said no, they want to conduct election and his tenure has not expired, they indeed conducted election and I elected a PDP governor. Then he went back to court. The court enforced his right to have a complete tenure as governor of Anambra State. All these are very well documented instances. But in 2023, he trusted again the court until the court has now proven not to be a dependable ally. You know, when criminals are the one asking you to go to court, when thieves are the one asking you to go to court, you have to be very, very careful. In 2027, the election will be resolved at the polling unit.
Bam!
Mr. Peter Obi has said he will not go to court in 2027.
We know they go.
It is Nigerians. The election petitions of 2027 will be litigated in the court of public opinion.
Bam!
The Nigerians will protect their votes. And if anybody tampers with the vote of Nigerians,
they'll be counted.
Nigerians will enforce their right of electing their leaders.
Yes.
We have had too much of the nonsense.
Yes.
You cannot have a situation where an infinitesimal few is enjoying on behalf of the vast majority of Nigerians. If I come down from this building now, there must be at least two persons who will beg money at the gate or at the junction once I'm stepping out. That is the country you now live in. You are sleeping in a hotel room, the cleaner cleans and begins to look at you with longing eyes.
God.
You are in a lobby, you are at an airport, you are at anywhere. People are constantly, even some on uniform. You get to a police checkpoint, they are assessing you for how much you can pass with. The nice one will tell you politely. The rude ones, the arrogant ones will try to shake you down. Economic pressure is what is creating all of this confusion in the system. We dismantle that confusion. Nigerians will live with dignity again. Your income will be enough to take care of you and your family again. The system will answer to the people again. This system no longer answers to the people. And in all of this, what happens? Minister Omoye's child just graduated from a university in the UK. Wike's child just graduated from a university in the UK. All of President Tinubu's children schooled in the UK. Every of the leaders you know, and we are talking of those who have been in public office for the longest. If you are using your private money to live the way you like, it's nobody's business. But when you have access to public money, and then you begin to use it in the manner you are using it now, it is not something that should be tolerated at all. So, in the final analysis, Nigerians will own this process, and it is in the enlightened self-interest of Nigerians to own this next electoral process. By voting and protecting your vote, you are not doing Mr. Peter Obi a favor. Trust me on that. I am close enough to him to know that it will not be a favor for him. The man has done very well in the business world, and the man lives a very frugal life. It's not a wasteful person. I am shocked. There's nobody on his level that lives the kind of life he lives in Nigeria. Not one.
That's true.
Not one. Not one individual I know on his economic level that
Your
lives a kind
social
of
medium.
humble and frugal life, and he's not pretending to live it. I used to think, okay, sometimes I used to think, okay, maybe one day a guy will say, now my research be this, so this one, but it's not a facade. So
at least you've been close to him.
yes, you can manage everything. Little food, everybody eats it together. You get back late in the night, he's still the one who will still make sure that everybody is fine. He does some of those things, those little things that even me, I will find at my little level, I will find difficult to do. So you will not be doing him any favor. You'll be doing yourself enormous favor. We'll be doing the country a good deal of favor. Our country needs to be respected. And the quality of your president matters. Our president has not been to the United Nations since he became president. He has not gone to the UN.
He cannot go now. Olodo, what is he going to do there? Dumb. What do you want to go do? No fit talk now. People when they use surrogates, they talk. Let me see if this is in it.
Yeah, musamman ma musulmai da 'yan arewa.
Okay, the Sultan of Sokoto told Northerners and Muslims to vote for Tinubu, but the Catholic bishops visited the president and told Tinubu the truth about the economy and security situation, whether he accepts it or not. Meanwhile, we suffering the most, our leaders are promoting Tinubu. This is from a Northerner. That's the breakdown of that. We're almost at the end. See una people for UK. UK people living good life in UK, but promoting a monster in Nigeria. See am. They carry drugs. See them. Shameless people. I hope they deport all of them. Where is Kemi Badenoch? Kemi Badenoch supposed give these people deportation. All of them. Count all of them complete. Send them back. Strip them. I'm telling you.
People.
Taking it back.
Win election for the people. Tell lies for the people. Win election for the people. Chop money, leave coins for the people. National cake, leave crumbs for the people. Oil money, suck it down for the people. Go to Harvard, leave strike for the people. Constitution for the people. I love my job, throwing chairs for the people. More tax for the people. I ain't doing jack for the people. Wardrobe allowance, dress well for the people. Motivation for the people. Eat well, big tummy for the people. I'm a man of the people. I got mad love for the people. I can't die for the people. I decrease. Tell lies for the people.
Hey, meanwhile, that guy has relocated to Canada. He's actually, I think he's managing a farm somewhere in Canada, and he does their media as well. Guy is doing well, though. Don't leave una for Nigeria. Make the man not go by himself. Busted. Parallel fact. Tinubu government directs budget office to remove 2025 third quarter report that exposed fraudulent spending and padded procurement. Thieves. Look at them. Look at it. See the padding. See, you say make they remove her. Oh, more they don't go find her. Trust Nigerians. No darling. Okay, let's take this another interesting one.
Did the Catholic bishops feel disrespected by the remarks made by these spokespersons? Were you disrespected?
Persecution is what you get when you preach the good news. And you don't stop because you are being persecuted. How can Nigerians be abandoning their country? And the president and the leadership, a political leadership, is saying, let us manage. Things are hard everywhere. That is not why you are there. You are not just a political leader. You have also a moral responsibility to address the issues of country. And if you say it's overwhelming, then resign.
The presidency has faulted the Archbishop Emeritus of the Catholic Archdiocese of Abuja, Cardinal Onaiyekan, for publicly disclosing details of the closed-door meeting, describing the comments as inappropriate and a breach of the confidentiality expected of such high-level engagements. When you saw the statements released by the spokespersons attached to the presidency, how did you respond?
If people who work for the presidency or work for government or work for even other institutions institutions, peddle in lies, in pretense, in fiddling while Rome burns, in not giving good advice, it doesn't turn out good. And to act like an attack dog for great people who are patriotic for our country is something that is not only unfortunate, it is a disgrace. And it's not about defense, it's about listening. People in positions of power must listen, and listening makes you stronger. And we don't say he's not doing well. He is doing his best. But sometimes you do your best and it's still not enough. And the enormity of the challenges of a modern society is so much for one person to solve. But government cannot say, because I'm doing well, I've done it, or don't tell me anything.
The meeting you talked private, you published some snippets and pockets of commentaries from the president. Is it still private? Or don't Nigerians allowed to know the details and context of that meeting?
First of all, a meeting between the bishops and the president was aired by television. NTA was there, other television houses were there. The discussions held are not, it's not like a confession. And going to speak about the issues of the nation, we are there in public. What is the secret? Insecurity, is it a secret? The educational imbalance, is it a secret? The fact that the economy is very low, is it a secret?
What is the conversation? What are their concerns following the feedback? What are the Catholic bishops saying? How are they reacting to this presidential conversation?
I must laugh because the matter of truth is so objective. Truth is out there. You don't need to have an emotion about truth.
So we have this religious war that has been evoked by this remark, saying that the Catholic bishop spoke for Catholics and not for Christians. Then Obala said that alongside saying that this is political and, trying to imply that this is because of his stance.
Mr. Bwala is someone you cannot take serious. Unfortunately, that's the correct thing. The Association of Christians of Northern Nigeria yesterday made a very, very powerful statement denouncing him, denouncing his statement, and denouncing his attempt to divide the Christian body. It is already in the news. When truth is said, it has nothing to do with, is it a Muslim who said the truth? Is it a pagan who said the truth? Truth is truth.
What must Mr. President do now to ensure that the Catholics do not become victims, so to speak, as they've been labeled now? The Catholics are supporting, the Catholics are, what must the president do now?
So what the president must do is to listen to good advice and have the courage to act accordingly. What the president must do is to sack people who are around him, who tell him lies and who give him bad image. What the president must do is to assume the moral authority to say that I'm trying my best and to say I'm going to tackle it headlong. What the president must do is to resign because I cannot continue to rule again because I'm incapacitated. What the president must do is to tell Nigerians the truth.
Somebody picking up from this one. Oh, they don't finish. They don't finish Tinubu. Oh my God. Oh my headache. APC is having a headache right now. They don't finish, they don't lule. Hey! APC, come and collect your sub. Nonsense. Say, may everywhere they catch fire. This is what we want. Now they craze. Catholic bishops are done talking to you. Cardinal Onaiyekan To Tinubu. Take that. Take that, Tinubu. Take it. Rubbish and nonsense. So I have come to the end of all my videos. I love it. I love the violence. Yes. Tinubu say na only if he Chris. You want to come and fight with people that know what they are doing. You want to come and fight with over centuries old organized structured church. You just say na ROCCG when be your arm, political arm, religious political arm. You just say na you they deal with. You never see anything. I like the way that other Christians are now. Oyedepo has been speaking for a long time. Now his voice is even getting louder. This cardinal has charged everybody up. I saw other videos of a couple more pastors going in like no holds barred. All the gloves are. I say, I love it. I love it. Bring the violence to Tinubu. Let him have heart attack, hypertension in that bunker that he's hiding in. Rubbish, nonsense. May they come. They say not only they feel mad. Everybody don't see her now. Now see that short clip. Onaiyekan say, everybody cannot just lie down now and be taking you like a slave. You talk, you die. You talk, you not die. The very first bold, audacious, moral, religious leader in Nigeria. In your face, Tinubu. You are a one-term president. Ain't nothing you can do about it. All your babalawo, your medicine men, they have failed already. There's nothing that can cure you of this. You are leaving that office. Not only are you not qualified for that position, you are a thief, a fraudulent man, a drug trafficker with no certificates, no known source of livelihood, no family background, no siblings. Heck, we don't know anything about you. So you are not even qualified. You have failed woefully. You stole a mandate. You couldn't even do the minimum. You could not give the people the minimum. They do everything, try and error, let me try this, let me try. You see, say no, they work because your brain, powder don't fool them. With all the people when they work with you. You don't try nothing. You can't weaponize bigotry and religion. You made it, you can't make an institution. Your time is here. Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you are leaving that office. Nothing will save you. Now, polling unit, now we go take this. Now, coalition center, now we take this. We are not now go court. We ready for now. Mad people. Yes, so hey, I'm telling you. Hey, Mass Queen, I'm telling you, I love it. They have lit up the place. That's what Nigeria needs. We must get that country back. So my people, now here I go leave them for now until another time. See, thank you very much. You are my hype man today. I like that. I appreciate it. Michael, thank you so much. Mass Queen, thank you. Rose, Mr. Bibweze, Kene was here earlier as well. Madam Luke was here earlier. I greet you especially. Thank you all so much. If in case I miss your name, Mona no vessel, I go see you again on my next one. Election don't come. Mona go ready. Go and buy your boxing gloves. Campaign starts on the 19th of August. Okay? Mark it on your calendars. All right, guys. See you on my next one. Bye.